Mzansi, we greet you in the name of Paris, actually just South Africa, and Cape Town in particular, as we hold things down this morning from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I'm looking very Parisian this morning.
Oui, oui, you look magnifique.
Oh, merci
I hope that's
beaucoup.
an actual word, but you really do. I feel so French. There's an opulence of Europe in us right now. And yes, you're still you're tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show right now. We're still in South Africa, but we're definitely making it feel international. I just love the looks you're rocking today.
I love you. You're getting Peaky Blinders.
Oh, thank you, mate. I absolutely love it.
I love it. I'm here for it. But listen, we're going to keep it local right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning, celebrating the talent we have in South Africa, the local flavor, and of course, making sure that we're shining in Mzansi. So let's start off with some food. Award-winning chef Amori Burger joins Clem in the kitchen for Culinary Hotline, bringing a fresh take on some modern communal dining.
Ooh, I like that. That means we're maybe going to gesels, we're going to bring people together. That's what we are here for. But we're also going to catch up with singer, entrepreneur, and creative powerhouse Willem Botha as he reflects on 2 decades in the spotlight and the exciting projects still to come.
Oh, we're looking forward to that. And with Father's Day knocking this coming Sunday, we're helping you celebrate the father figures and your dads in your life throughout our Braai Thoughtful Ideas. We're going to tell you about some gifts that you could get them for the ultimate Father's Day feast, all made easy with some of our favorite picks from Woolies.
Absolutely. It's proudly local and proudly South African this morning on Expresso. Right. And you proudly need to get to duties officially. So why don't you go do that? And let me remind you, Mzansi, that this is a day that we get to celebrate. Obviously, after Youth Day yesterday, there's still so much energy that we can take from this month and celebrate, especially the talent that we had on the show as well. So we're going to celebrate this morning. We're going to bring you all the good stuff. But of course, before we do anything, official duties must commence. And Chris is standing by with the latest.
Well, thank you so much, Raul. With 2 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's update you on your first bit of national news headlines, where President Cyril Ramaphosa described the youth who participated in the 1976 uprisings as a brave generation. Delivering the keynote address at the National Youth Day celebrations out at the FNB Stadium in Johannesburg yesterday, he paid tribute to the bravery of those who sacrificed their lives for a better future. Now, he said the youth of 1976 laid the foundation for democracy, adding that despite ongoing challenges, it has improved the living conditions of young people today. Yesterday marked 50 years since the Soweto uprising, when young people protested against the apartheid education system. In other local news, rapper and television presenter Molemo Jub Marahonye has been released on bail following an urgent application in the Gauteng High Court in Johannesburg. Now, Marahonye was arrested over the weekend after an alleged altercation involving an e-hailing driver out in Edenvale. He faces charges of pointing something likely to make a person believe it was a firearm after police allegedly seized a pellet gun during a search of his home. Now, the High Court granted bail of 5,000 rand. The matter has been postponed to the 22nd of June. Taking a look internationally now, vaccine developed by Oxford University and Moderna against Ebola Bundiguyo could enter phase 1 trials as early as July, with field trials possible within months. Now, the head of Africa's Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Jean Cassia, warned the outbreak could become the worst ever if not contained quickly, with tens of thousands of contacts still untraced. Previous epidemics in West Africa and Congo underlined the escalating risk. Now, he was referring to the outbreak in 2014 to 2016 that killed over 11,000 people. Meanwhile, a mouse plague is terrorizing farmers across large swaths of Australia, with rodents overrunning homes and devastating grain fields. Now, farmers already under pressure from unstable fuel and fertilizer supplies are now spending heavily on replanting crops and also laying bait using poisoned seeds. Many describe hearing mice in ceilings and air conditioning units, alongside strong odors from infestations. Now, farmers say the current outbreak is far worse than the 2021 plague. Reports of mass infestations began in Western Australia in March before spreading into South Australia and other regions. As usual, we close up with some feel-good news from the FIFA World Cup 2026 that officially has a new social media star in 40-year-old Cape Verde goalkeeper Vozinha, real name Josema Jose Diaz, whose rise has been as unlikely as it is heartwarming. Now, the island nation of Cape Verde has just 600,000 inhabitants, yet one of its veteran players is now commanding a global audience. Once an amateur player who only turned professional at the age of 25, he's now thriving on the world stage. After a 7-set performance in Cape Verde's 0-0 draw with Spain, his Instagram following jumped from 20,000 followers to over 6 million. In less than 24 hours, Vozinia's profile surged by almost 12,000%, turning a little-known player into one of the tournament's most unexpected global icons. A beautiful, heartwarming story to close up your 6 o'clock news. But speaking about sports, let's continue down that football realm with Raul.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And yes, love that story. So let's continue and bring in more energy from the World Cup. Now, Kylian Mbappe climbed to the top of France's all-time goal-scoring charts in his nation's 3-1 World Cup victory over Senegal. Now, Mbappe found the back of the net twice, taking his international tally to 58 goals and moving ahead of Olivier Giroud. Now, in other recent World Cup results, Norway thumped Iraq 4-1, while Lionel Messi scored a hat-trick in Argentina's 3-0 victory over Algeria. Well, from football news, we move to cricket next, and Sri Lanka bounced back from their opening match defeat at the Women's T20 World Cup with a 5-wicket victory over New Zealand. Now, the Sri Lankans chased down their target with 2 balls to spare after the White Ferns posted 150 runs for 6 wickets in their 20 overs. Now, tonight, though, South Africa will be looking for their first win of the tournament when they take on Pakistan at 7:30 p.m. Well, we move to athletics next, and definitely something to get excited about when we're supporting our South Africans, because Bayanda Walaza stormed to victory in the men's 100 meters at the Continental Tour Gold Meeting in Ostrava. Now, the 20-year-old equaled his personal best and recorded his fastest time of 2026, stopping the clock in 9.94 seconds. Meanwhile, in the 150-meter sprint, Sinesipho Dambile set a new South African record, finishing second in a time of 14.78 seconds. Oh, blistering speed coming from the South Africans. Well, lastly, we talk about all things hockey. We had some of the gents here early in the week, and South Africa's men's hockey team were back in action. And that was at the FIH Nations Cup yesterday, drawing 3-3 with Ireland. Now, the result secured second place in Pool B and a place in the semi-finals for South Africa. Now, the pool stage action concludes today with Korea taking on Malaysia, while New Zealand face Japan. Well, for now, though, it's time to see what to wear today, and Carissa's got the latest when it comes to all things weather.
Well, thank you so much, Ryle. Let's check out your weather for the first time this morning, as usual, starting out in Polokwane. Now, in the side of Polokwane, you'll start off your day under mostly sunny skies on this Wednesday. Your temperatures will rise from a low of 9 degrees to a nice high of 22. In the coming days, partly sunny skies will dominate, with tomorrow's forecast for rain sitting at 20% with a daytime high at 22 degrees. That brings us on over to Klerksdorp next, where today brings you mostly sunny skies. There will be some passing clouds here and there. As for your temperatures, you start at a chilly low of 6 degrees, and that rises to 21. Now, the coming days bring mostly sunny skies, with clouds cover gradually increasing towards the weekend. And then out in Pretoria, your Wednesday will unfold under some sunny skies. Your temperatures will range between a low of 9 and a high of 20 degrees. In the days ahead, expect mainly partly cloudy conditions, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging between a low of 8 and a high of 20 degrees. Well, out in Johannesburg on this midway point of the week, your day kicks off under mostly sunny skies. Your temperatures start from a cold 6 and then rises to a set high of 17. Now, as we look into the week, expect cloudy skies to stick around, with daytime highs holding consistently at 17 degrees until Saturday, where it cools down a bit. Mbombela, your turn next. Skies will remain partly cloudy throughout your day today. Let's have a look at your temperatures. Well, they'll range between 12 and 21 today. But the days ahead do bring you partly sunny and humid conditions, with warming temperatures peaking at 22 degrees tomorrow. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, on your side, you'll look up to mostly sunny skies today. Now, your temperatures will rise from a cold 4 degrees to a nicer high of 19. Tomorrow does bring you sunny skies with some passing clouds, while temperatures move from a low of 3 to a high of 19 degrees. And then out in Richards Bay, morning showers are expected to develop across your region. Your temperatures range between a cool 16 and a warm 23 degrees. Now, both cloudy and wet conditions are expected in the coming days, with rain averaging around 38% between today and Saturday. Durban, let's find out what's going down your side. Skies remain cloudy for much of your day today. Temperatures, they will rise from a low of 14 and increase to a high of 23. Tomorrow brings you sunny skies with cloud cover and rain forecast from Friday, just in time for the weekend. In Tata, on your side of town, your day remains pleasant under partly cloudy skies. Now, your temperatures, it does start with a brisk 7 degrees, but it rises to a warmer 22. The outlook remains mostly partly cloudy, with tomorrow's temperatures sitting below a low of 8 degrees and a high of 23. In Uba, formerly Craddock, on your side, morning clouds will give way to a nice sunny afternoon. A cold start, though, so brace yourselves for 4 degrees, but that does increase to a max of 21. Now, this week's outlook remains mainly sunny with lingering clouds. Daytime highs will peak at 21 degrees tomorrow. Gompo City, formerly East London. The morning brings you some light rain before conditions do improve as the day develops. Now, your temperatures, they begin at 12 degrees and then they set at 21 as your high. And the coming days expect partly cloudy conditions to persist, with that rain forecast sitting at 45% on Friday. Ebeja, partly cloudy skies will define your day. Now, temperatures move between a low of 12 and a high of 20 degrees. Now, tomorrow's temperatures ranges from a low of 13 to a high of 20. There will be cloudy conditions persisting in the days ahead. Gorgeous George, good morning to you. Your day remains predominantly sunny. Temperatures range from a low of 10 degrees and then increases to a max of 18. As we look ahead, expect a mix of mostly sunny and cloudy conditions, with temperatures ranging in the high teens all the way to those lower 20s. And then out in Cape Town, you can expect sunny conditions with persistent winds throughout your day. Temperatures will move between a chilly 12 and a set high of 17. Over the coming days, expect predominantly sunny skies. There will be strong winds forecast for tomorrow, though, so be warned. And then Sutherland, your turn next today. Your skies remain partly cloudy. Let's have a look at those temperatures. It starts at a freezing 5 and increases to 19 as your high. Now, sunny conditions do persist in the coming days with some clouds at times, while heavy fog is expected on Friday. That brings us on over to Kimberley, where sun-filled skies dominate the forecast for today. Your temperatures begin at a cold 6 degrees and increase to a set high of 22. As for tomorrow, it does bring bright sunny skies with daytime highs sitting at 21 degrees after starting off at a low of 5 degrees. Well, let's see what Uppington has to offer as our final stop. Your Wednesday brings you grey skies with gentle northeasterly winds. Now, your temperatures range between a chilly 9 and a warmer 26 degrees. And as we look ahead, mainly cloudy conditions define your week. There will be rainy conditions expected to move in by the weekend going into next week. All right, chilly weather across the nation. Winter is here, but let's change it up by bringing that sunrise view of the hour sent by Morne Prinsloo out in Pretoria. Yes, there are some grey clouds, but most importantly, the sun reflecting off of it makes it so much better. 20 degrees is what you can expect, Morne, and good morning to you. And thank you so much for getting in touch with this breathtaking morning view. You saw it, you thought of us, and that's what counts. 063-0369-649 from Morning to you. Let's see what we have at 7 o'clock. Snap away and send it through.
Absolutely love these sunrise views of Mzansi, and keep it coming. We'll see you in the next hour, see if we can elevate that. But for now, though, we want to have a conversation with you. Now, we've learned so much in the world when it comes to everything, but sport, I think, stands out the most, especially right now when we look at all the inspirational stories, the moments, and everything that stands out for us. So this is the question we want to ask you, right? When it comes to sport, right, what lessons has sport taught you about teamwork and belonging? And I know there's a whole lot that we can get from this one, Mzansi, so come through and let us know what your answer is. You can use the number number 063-036-9649. Don't forget that hashtag Expresso show. But if I think about it, Carissa, I don't know about you, but I've learned so much about discipline, about using your strengths and being aware of your weaknesses and being honest with that so you can bring that to the party and everybody can work together with it.
I love that.
So I think it's skills that I've taken into this world and I'm using it in terms of dealing with pressure, dealing with practice and creating perfection at the end of the day.
I love that. Listen, if there's one thing that I regret in my life is that I didn't commit to sports because only now in my adult life I'm going, the teamwork could have been better. I'm only learning lessons now that I could have picked up years ago.
Hey, but listen, it's never too late to start a sport or any sport for that matter. So Mzazi, maybe that's also something at the top of your list, the sport that you haven't done before, that you'd love to try out. That and the reasons that sport has maybe inspired you, we want to know. So come through with those answers, come through with some pictures, videos, voice notes, you name it. We want to be inspired.
Absolutely. So much more on the other side of this ad break. What I ask for you, grab the breakfast, grab the coffee, and we'll see you straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
My Feel Good family, it's always a good time when we are together, and today we're shining a spotlight on empowerment, wellness and sisterhood. Joining us in studio is a visionary leader who is changing the landscape of women's wellness. She is the dynamic founder of Wholesome Women's World, and her name is the beautiful Chantal Moeko, and she's here to give us an exclusive look into the highly anticipated Durban Glow event. It is a powerful gathering designed to help women glow from the inside out. So everybody, let's give a feel-good welcome. It's Chantal.
Thank you so
Hello, Krishiwan. How are you?
much. I'm good. How are you?
So good. I'm so happy that you're here. I've tried to make 2 of your glow events and timelines just didn't timeline.
I know.
So I'm so happy that we're able to sit down and chat about it because I think it's an incredible movement that you're doing. Take me through the very beginning. Where did this inspiration, where did this idea come from?
Charlie, you know, I have been in the fitness industry for 11 years and I've always had this heart for women. And what I've realized through working with thousands of women is that we don't just need physical strength, but we need strength holistically. I mean, women carry so much, right? We need help and growth in different areas of our lives. And this is why we have birthed the Wholesome Women's World and also this event called Glow. So I'm so excited to be here to tell you all about it today.
Oh my goodness. So I know from the very beginning, it was all about not wanting it to be about performative self-care. You actually want to make sustainable, lasting impact on all the women who end up coming to the event. So how are you guys trying to implement that every time you have these events?
No, definitely. So we don't want to focus on only one thing, for example, only fitness. As I mentioned, we have a lot of things that we need help with as women. And what we do is we have this sort of structure where confidence is the main thing that we focus on, and every single experience that we host, not just the Glow events, but other experiences as well, is all rooted in helping women increase their confidence in all areas of their lives.
Oh my good. Okay, so you said there are 5 pillars, correct?
Yes.
What are those 5 pillars?
The 5 pillars of the Glow events specifically are move, so that's your workout. We have fuel, which is nutrition, and even some naughty treats, because we believe in balance, right?
Yes.
Then we also have Glow, which is your beauty pillar, skin, nails, hair, makeup. And then we have Connect, which is something that I think sets our event apart, where we actually encourage you to go and meet someone new. And we've seen like there's so much community around that one moment at the event. And then we also have a Line pillar, where we focus on mental wellness, emotional wellness, and confidence.
I love the Connect pillar because I think as adults, it's genuinely just difficult to make friends. So you giving us a safe space like that is absolutely incredible. With that, there's obviously a lot of feedback that comes with every single event. I'm 100% sure it's only positive feedback.
Mostly.
What are some of the things the women have said after attending a Glow event?
Well, Chanley, I think the Connect segment at our event is so popular. At first, it's very uncomfortable for women, right? Because no one wants to speak to someone new. But once we get those ladies to connect through a little card that we've created, my business partner Tam has created this thoughts in motion card with a specific question, not like, hi, what's your name, what's your favorite color, but a bit deeper. And once the ladies start connecting, we literally need to stop the show and be like, okay, we need to move on to the next on our program. So they yap away and end up making friends for life.
Okay, so I know of all the Joburg ones that you've had, we're going national. We're going to Belito. Tell me about that one.
Yes, so the next one is happening on the 27th of June at Belito Junction Mall. And Chanley, we are so excited. The demand for this event is incredible. I didn't know that the Durban market is so starved for such events, not just in wellness, but community. And honestly, Durban girls are such a vibe. So Durban girlies, we love you so much. And although this is our first event, we see ourselves coming back because tickets were sold out in 2 days, Jack.
Oh my goodness, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Are you planning to do a day 2 then?
We would love to, but it is our first event, so we are kind of, you know, just making sure that we execute well with the first one and then have one very soon. Of course. Another one very soon.
So you touched on it, compared to Joburg girlies, Durban girlies are different. I mean, the culture's different, the lifestyle's different. So how are we changing the setup in Durban compared to the Joburg one?
We have realized that because Durban's a coastal city, wellness is a bit more accessible for them. However, there are still community aspects that we want to touch on and bring the other pillars alive, like the Align and the Fuel, because we feel that that's more important for the Durban area as well. Whereas Joburg, it's the same principle. Glow never will change. It will always be amongst those 5 pillars, but there are just certain things that we will highlight a bit more as well. We know Durban girls like a vibe, so we are bringing our incredible Glow Joburg trainer to dance the day away, and I'm very excited for the Durban girls to experience that.
I feel that energy from from you. You're a very warm and welcoming person. Where can people get a hold of you guys or even get tickets, all the information about the event in Belito?
Definitely. Probably our most prominent social media platform is Instagram. So it's Wholesome Women HQ on Instagram. We also have a TikTok, but it's at Wholesome Women's World on TikTok. That's where you can find us. The tickets are sold out for Durban, sorry.
But we can catch the action on the stories and on the feed.
Exactly. And stay posted to our pages with notification bells on.
Yes.
Because our tickets go very fast.
I'm so proud of you. Oh my goodness. Please tell Tama, say hi.
I will do.
Of her, my Feel Good family. It's been such an empowering story, obviously, with her vision brought to life. To all of our viewers watching, if you're ready to step into a space of strength, softness, and sustainable wellness, you can connect with her global community at Wholesome Women's World platform. For those of you who are in KwaZulu-Natal, remember, it is, of course, coming up very, very soon. The tickets are sold out, but keep it locked to her social media platforms to see all the behind-the-scenes action.
Life doesn't slow down. When aches and pains get in the way, choose Panamo Gel for more than skin deep relief. Available at retailers and pharmacies.
Between the school drop-off, the grocery run, a busy day at work, and everything else life throws your way, every movement matters. So when a stiff neck, sore muscles, or even those nagging aches start getting in the way, trust Panamo Gel for more than skin deep relief. Now, Panamo Gel penetrates the skin to reach muscles, helping to reduce pain and also decrease swelling, so you can get back to the moments that matter. Look out for Panamo Gel at your nearest pharmacy, because every day deserves your best.
Life doesn't slow down. When aches and pains get in the way, choose Panamo Gel for more than skin deep relief. Available at retailers and pharmacies.
I can't help it. I'm just smiling because why? Maria's here, Jason's here, we got Chef Clem out here, and that means we're doing something absolutely special. We are celebrating Upper Union. It's pretty much South Africa's best right now, and I've got to ask, how you guys feeling? Are you excited?
Very.
Ready?
Let's go.
What, anything that we can talk about, or is it going to just keep us in suspense?
No. Let's talk about it later.
Ooh, the mystery, baby. Chef Clem, you ready for this one?
Absolutely. I'm seeing very South African flavors, and that is what we're talking about today. So I'm very, very, very excited. I'm also seeing ingredients that can be eaten raw. So I suggest we get cooking before I get snacking. Oh.
It's the culinary hotline bling. Ching, ching, ching. We'll see you after this.
You can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we are so excited to bring our next guest through to the studio because we're officially celebrating our incredible country today, honoring the local creators, but also the rich traditions and vibrant flavors that make our food scene so spectacular. Raul.
Spectacular is an understatement. Now, joining us now is a chef who is redefining modern, upscale communal dining in the mother city. The executive chef of Upper Union Restaurant, Amori Burger, in the building.
Yes.
Now, named the 2025 Rising Culinary Star of the Year at the Lux Restaurant Awards, her kitchen is all about escaping, indulging, and connecting around incredible food. So officially, once again, let's say good morning to our queen. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Ooh, I love the energy from the get-go. In the makeup room, in the kitchen, on our couch.
go.
And I feel like that's what comes across on the plate.
Thank you. You made me wake up at 4:30. So
Me?
Yeah, I feel like you should be like a breakfast chef with this energy, huh? Like, this is perfect for the early hours.
She's a morning person. But I love that your whole vibe at Upper Union. I mean, we're yet to go and now we're completely
Yeah.
sold. It's more is more, which
Yeah.
I'm so here for it. It's about abundance, communal plates.
Yes.
We're eating and feasting as a family around the table. So since we are celebrating South Africa today,
Yes.
we got to hone in on that. Would you say this is basically a high-end social gathering of chillas? We're just hanging out and coming through.
100%. If you
Ooh, I
think
like
about
the sound of this.
South Africans, right?
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
favorite thing that we do is sit around a table, stand around a braai.
Yes.
But
For
everything we do
salsa
is involving
Yeah.
food. Food and drink is everything we do. If there's a wedding, christening, funeral, partytjie, anything we do as South Africans, specifically us, is all around food. And that's what we designed the restaurant around.
Oh, say no more.
I'm telling you, my family said where we meet, we eat. I said yes. I'm behind that. I'm here for it.
So I know it's based, I believe, a gorgeous historic Victorian building on Close
Yes.
Street, right?
Yeah.
So this is like a juxtaposition for where we are in today's age. We in the future, but you in a building in the past. Does this represent the meal and the food?
100%.
Is it kind of like respecting the past, but
100%.
being rebellious and ushering in some of the future?
We specifically, we love obviously the Heritage Building. We're next to the hotel, which is 100% heritage. We then copied the Heritage Building and made it look exactly the
Nice.
same. And it pays homage to the spice route and where South Africa sort of comes from, which is where South Africa,
Of
you know,
course,
originated.
Yeah. So we're connected to the world.
Correct. So it pays homage to that with the heritage and then also the spices and the cumin and all the things that we cook. And the pickled fish, any braaibroodjies. And if I say these things, I mean elevated, but braaibroodjie nonetheless.
Yeah.
How do you elevate a braaibroodjie?
Girl, I'll tell
Is
you.
it
come eat
sourdough? Sourdough.
It's a 96-hour sourdough.
Exactly.
Slow
With
fermentation.
Gruyere cheese on it.
Well, no, with homemade cheese.
Oh, homemade
My see.
Homemade cheese. Okay, hang on now.
We
I'm
make
in.
everything in-house. Almost every, 90% of the things we buy butter.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You're allowed to do that.
Okay, we'll
'Cause
give you
that's
off on
a
that,
tedious
yeah.
process. I want to talk a bit about your upbringing as well. When you were little, you and your sisters built weekend sandwiches, right?
yeah.
You cut the crust off just to make every single moment perfect to the next. Did that kind of influence where you are now? I mean, down to the perfect bite.
Yeah,
And is your
100%.
sister also in food?
No.
Okay.
My two sisters, one is a copyright, the other one's a hairdresser.
Wow.
But
Creative, though.
Food, incredible chefs,
Yeah.
cooks, incredible cooks. We can all cook. The perfect bite comes from Saturdays, sitting in the kitchen, taking out every condiment in the fridge, everything you've got, and then making, like, this one's got chutney, cheese, this and this. Our favorite bite, which is going to be controversial, but it is what it is strawberry jam, okay, bacon, Melrose cheese, forgive me for saying it because I'm a chef now, and ham.
I can get behind that.
Yummy, okay?
Whoa.
And if you're a
Yes.
little bit more adventurous, a dash of Tabasco.
This. But you know what? This kind of reminds me of vibes on a pizza.
It's sweet, savory, salty, and creamy.
And
Weird.
And crispy because of the
Africans-
toast.
South Africans love that. Malay cooking, we always have a sweet touch.
And
Oh,
a bite, a little bit of a
and
bite.
right there. Afrikaans cooking is very much the same.
Yeah.
I'm picking up that you like that bite. You like that like punch. Or that,
100%.
you know, like a little dynamite pack of
Yes.
flavor in.
Wait, if you come to Union, you'll see and you'll eat the food. Every dish can stand on its own, and every dish is the perfect combination of savory, sweet, crunchy, acidity, and then all of them also work together. So every bite you take, you're like, wow, what is that? And then you think, that was that. And I mean, it just is who we are, and it's how we cook. We cook from here, man.
Yeah. From where? From here.
From here, girl.
It sounds like this is your love language. It
Yo,
sounds like this is how
100%
you
my love,
express.
girl.
Yeah?
100% my love language.
I like that. And it's something I can see in the passion. I must see your flavor coming through, and I haven't even tasted it yet. So I'm excited for this. What should people look forward to? How would you describe the experience if they were to be out in your spot?
Oh, do not come to Upper Union, enjoy the food, enjoy the experience. Do not be shy to enjoy it. It looks incredibly fancy.
Yeah.
It is incredibly fancy, but don't feel intimidated.
Okay.
I love it. I love the fact that you can come to Union and you can either be on a first date, super romantic in the corner. There can be a 60th with Omas, okay? Well, probably not Omas because I'm nearing, you know.
Nearing yours.
So older people, then there can also be a bachelorette party, which hopefully they will just control themselves. But there's many, many different parties in one space, and everybody experiences it differently, and everybody's having fun. It's not a one-stop, this is fine dining, it's
Right.
super, if you can't speak to each
Yeah.
other. It's eclectic, anything.
Excuse the pun, but everybody can get a piece of the pie.
100%.
The Upper Union pie.
Exactly.
And beautiful food.
Yeah, now listen,
Pie.
we're speaking enough now, and we've grilled you enough on the couch. I think it's absolutely time for you to go to your safe space. Chef Clem is waiting for you, and I think the
Lekker.
rest of Mzansi is as well. You've given us the energy, but now we want to taste it in the kitchen, so you can go and do your thing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Emery.
And can we say, wow, I'm so excited for this. If you wanted a reason to not just have your hat fly for your head like Carissa has now, after that, but be inspired to taste good food, well, we've got you covered, Mzansi. It's the Culinary Hotline Bling, and it's happening right now.
Good morning, South Africa. My name's Clem Pedro, and welcome to the Culinary Hotline Bling! Now, this morning, Executive Chef Amori Burger from Upper Union is kicking things off with a spectacular seafood dish that honors our coastline but turns up the volume. I'm talking crispy yellowtail with a deeply savory bokom XO butter sauce and a bright pomelo salad. If you've got any culinary questions this morning from myself, or for Chef Jason, who we're still going to introduce, or Chef Amori, please send a WhatsApp voice note through right now. That number 063-036-9649. I'm not joking. We need to start cooking. Also, I'm going to start eating. Oh my goodness! Welcome to the kitchen, Chef.
Thank you.
Chefs.
Thank you.
What are we making this morning? We're making keywords: yellowtail,
Yellowtail.
love, bokom.
Exactly. Love.
I am 51% bokom. I love this stuff. You either love it or hate it, but lately I'm going to just say it's a love. Everybody's trying it, is loving it. What are we? Oh,
Just got to be, so we made a bokom XO. You just got to be light on the bokom, man, because it's very salty and very punchy, right? So very pungent. So light, less. Less is more.
Less is
It's like Coco
more.
Chanel. When you leave the house, take one bangle off.
Okay. Guys, got the memo. So let's talk about our yellowtail. So very South African flavors. Bokom, yellowtail. You've got a really amazing way of talking about local flavors, and you keep on mentioning elevated, and it is. It's very elevated. But somehow you've tapped into my brain, and you've connected nostalgic dots with flavor. When did you get into my brain? How did you do it? And what is the blueprint for Upper Union when it comes to creating flavor and texture? That's a difficult one, eh?
It's not.
See what the big one.
So here's the thing. Flavors to us come, we met 6 years ago, and flavors to us come naturally. We're both Afrikaans. We love South African flavor. We love African flavors. And what we do is we just mix and match technique with bokom. So a different technique, a Japanese technique, but we've added bokom to it. Then we've got a French technique, and we're adding something else to it. Then we've got, so we're using our culinary, schooling, and adding South African things to everything. And adding just a little bit van 'n twist. Okay, kom ons gaan ons sê what we're going to up and do.
Yes, please. Chef Jason, you're busy with our
You go
beautiful
this, I'll do
yellowtail.
this.
I love this dynamic. How does it work? Chef Jason, you can maybe tell us. In the kitchen, how does it work? Because Chef Amori, I love your energy. You're also me. We're not just morning people, we are every time people.
Yeah.
And Chef Jason, what is it like working in such a busy, amazing, now iconic kitchen with such an awesome chef?
I mean, it's very stimulating. Let's start there. It's just like, it takes, you just walk in there and you don't think of anything and you're just, whacking out plates. So it's a nice it sort of like, you know, removes you from the outside world and from the mundane everyday things. Yeah, so it's just basically one of those things.
Oh my goodness,
We're
I
very
love
lucky that we get to play restaurant every day.
Yeah.
What a vibe! What a vibe!
Do you want to put the pot on there?
Yes, put the pot. We didn't bring a press, so we're just going to put a pot.
Lovely. I like this technique. So let's talk about this technique. Why are we actually putting a pot down on the fish?
So we basically just want the fish stop sort of curling up, and we want to get the fish sort of flat, so it sort of starts cooking from the bottom up, and also obviously a crispy skin, because everyone loves a piece of crispy skin, and then
The reason we used yellowtail is actually one of the most sustainable fish
Okay.
in the world.
In the world?
Yeah.
I
It's a
did not know that.
Pagliatic fish. Oopsie daisies.
I did not know that. That's amazing.
almost there, that's perfect.
So it's a pagliatic fish, which means, so it's line caught in South Africa. We actually one of the only countries that have put in a law that protects our yellowtail, that you can only line catch them. When other countries you can actually trawl and hunt together.
Well done,
I know,
South
it was done in
Africa.
the 50s, right?
Yes.
Wow, that is amazing.
Lekker vir ons. And the thing about it is, because you see it on every menu, it worries you that you think that everybody's got it. That means it can't be sustainable, because how can everybody have it? And we're catching it live, wild. It's not like we're farming it.
Yeah.
But pagliatic means it travels the world, and whilst it's traveling, it populates, and there's spaces where it is where there's no humans catching them. So when they come into the coast and we catch them with line, there's always fish.
You fast forwarded like 3 questions for me. So I was going to say, because you're nearly a 130-seater restaurant.
That
so
is correct.
You're not just a chef. You now have to be a nature conservationist. You have to be, well, there's so many roles you have to play in a restaurant when you start
And a
catering
mom.
food to that amount of people. Exactly. How do you stay on track of what is sustainable, what I can put on a menu, how do you even keep on track of all of that? And again,
Research.
it's not a small restaurant.
Research. And also, I want to put this on because I want to start...
Yes, chef!
I want to start this monster that we've got here.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
Which, isn't it beautiful?
It is.
I know. So, we do a lot of research on what we do. We do a lot of research on ingredients, on sustainability, on seasonality. Because the other thing is, with global warming, constantly, seasons are not changing, but the ingredients are changing.
Right.
Because when we looked at this season's menu, it was a little tricky, because passion fruit was in season in frickin' end of May, man.
Yeah, you got to go with
Because he
Mother
wanted to put it
Nature.
on the menu, like, bro, it's not in season. And he's like, trees full of passion fruit. So he harvested it from his house. Okay, let's plate. Do you want to really
Nice. Chef, can you do this in a minute and a half? Plate this dish.
100%, let's go. Okay,
Say less.
so this is a Bermonte. Bermonte is an emulsification between butter and water, which is actually quite the skill. It's like a beurre blanc, but done with water, not with wine, with a little bit of exo. Then it's got beautiful roe, salmon
It
roe.
smells more than just butter and water.
It's lekker,
and-
né?
Woo!
Yeah, vibes. And then it's got the beautiful yellowtail, mokkie slokkie.
I'm just going to mix everything. So we got some shallots, some coriander, some mint, some muckroot lime leaves, then some fresh pomelo, and then just some toasted peanuts and coconut.
Ooh!
And then we're going to add just a little bit of chili. I don't know how much heat do you like.
A Mickey
Give it
bite.
to me like you give it to...
French girls.
There we go. And then in here, we just have a little bit of palm sugar, fish sauce, and lime juice. And we're just going to season that.
I cannot. South Africa, I'm not going to taste this on camera just yet, because social media is going to come after me. We're going to take a picture. When we come back, I'm going to give the taste. But Chef Jason, plate it up.
Say.
You go to an ad break and pray that I do not eat this by the time that you get back. Don't go anywhere. Sit tata vir die mense.
Bye-bye, julle.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this beautiful Wednesday. Now with another Comrades Marathon now complete, and well done to everybody that participated. We're reflecting on the people and the stories, and most importantly, the causes that made this year's race so incredibly meaningful. Now one of those causes is CHOC, Childhood Cancer Foundation South Africa, an official Comrades charity partner, basically helping runners turn every kilometre into supporting for children battling cancer. And we brought on regional manager, the beautiful Lynette Muthere, who joins us now in studio. Let's give her a feel-good welcome, everybody. Gorgeous in her green. Good morning, Lynette.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning.
It's so good to have you here. Now, this year's Comrades is behind us. We were talking a bit now about, not in our lifetime, maybe the next will run almost 100 kilometers, but there are people that did that, and they did it with a cause as well. So for CHOC in particular, what did it mean being part of this race once again?
For CHOC, being a charity partner of the Comrades is extremely invaluable. As you know, the Comrades is the oldest and largest ultra marathon, and it means so much to us for the last five to 9 years, actually 9 years to be part of the Comrades. It's really amazing to be part of such a beautiful event.
And it's something that people look forward to year after year. Now, many runners cross that finish line, and a big shout out to them, carrying the hopes of so many children that are battling something that nobody really should, especially at that age. Families affected by cancer, children, of course, affected by cancer. So how does the support sort of resonate with the people that you serve? How does it translate?
It resonates very deeply with our beneficiaries. The official runners that run in aid of CHOC, as you said earlier, are called our CHOC cows.
Yes.
And it resonates, what they do for CHOC over so many years, since 2008, resonates very deeply with our beneficiaries. And there's a deep sense of gratitude as it creates hope, a powerful sense of hope, a powerful sense of solidarity. As they run with a mission that no child should be on this cancer journey alone. And that resonates very deeply for us as CHOC.
I can imagine the motivation even on the runner's part when you get to that 50-kilometer mark. You're going, you know what, this is bigger than me, and I'm going to keep on going until I actually meet that finish line, because it really is for a greater cause. So let's talk about the cows, the CHOC cows as they were, a familiar sight on race day. What do they mean to CHOC behind the fundraising, and how do you become a cow?
Well, you contact the CHOC office, and there's an incredible team who will help you establish your CHOC cow profile, and through that you will get your cow kit, and and they walk a journey with you as you sign up for events. We not only have cows that running, but we do have cows that do swimming, cycling, paddling, all sorts of athletic events for CHOC, and they've raised over the years since they've been established in 2008 thousands, actually millions of rand for CHOC, and absolutely amazing. And they were established by a couple who's unfortunately lost 2 daughters due to cancer.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that really hit me in my heart right now. Okay, so when somebody does donate to CHOC in particular, and through becoming a CHOC runner as well, what practical difference does that make in the child's life that they're supporting?
All of the funds raised through donating to the Comrades or any event that the cows participate directly supports all of the children and teens diagnosed with cancer, and these are helping CHOC to continue with our services and programs. And these are things such as our accommodation program, which is our home away from home houses. We have 13 houses nationwide that provides free accommodation to long distance families so that they can access the treatment centers much more easier. We have a practical support program where we provide transport funds, nutritional supports, care bags for newly diagnosed children. And very importantly, one of the initiatives the cows supports us is our CHOC psychosocial support services program, where we have a CHOC social worker in every pediatric oncology unit in South Africa. And that is made possible and supported by the funds raised by our cows.
That's beautiful. And I love that you've taken this holistic approach, mind, body, soul, because it does affect the entire being of both the person suffering with cancer and then the families around them. So that is incredible work. And it speaks to that spirit of Ubuntu, you know, coming together for the greater cause. So as you reflect, Lynette, on this year's event, what message would you like to share with everybody that ran, that donated, that supported, that would like to also jump on for next year?
Yeah, we would love to extend our appreciation to every donor, every cow, every person that donated towards the cows and towards this incredible cause. And we cannot do it without their vital contributions. The financial aid that the public donates to CHOC help us to continue in providing sustainable programs to the children and teenagers in most of the academic hospitals, be not all of the academic hospitals in South Africa. And we really, really appreciate their love, their support, and their generosity.
I feel like somebody's sitting at home going, I want to be a cow for next year. So remind us again, they just get in touch with CHOC and they can go through the process.
Yes, people can visit our website, which is www.choc.org.za, and there's a page linked there to the cows. They can also contact us telephonically or send an email to our head office, and we will guide them through all the steps. There's a Daisy at our head office. We call her Daisy, and she will gladly assist the public to sign up as CHOC cows and come on board and make a moo difference.
Yes, I love that. I was going to say, let's move together, please, because it really does take a community to raise and take care of children. So thank you for the work that you do.
Thank you so
much. And we look forward to so many more people jumping on board for the next marathon. Whether you're a runner or a supporter, please come on board as thousands of runners take on the Comrades Marathon that have, in fact, CHOC's work is a reminder that every kilometer can help make a difference in a child's life. Now, as Annette said, to learn more about CHOC's support program or how you can get involved, please go ahead and visit this website. It is choc.org.za.
Not feeling yourself? Fight back with one-day flu cure, packed with cinnamon power to blast flu symptoms fast, so you can power through your day.
Listen, if flu is slowing you down, it is time to bring the heat with one-day flu cure. Now, packed with cinnamon power, it helps tackle a blocked nose, body aches, and mild fever, so you can get back to your day feeling like yourself again. And if you've got no time to pause life, well, then power through it with a one-day flu cure from Aspen. And listen, here's the best part. 20 lucky winners stand a chance to win 1,000 Rand in cash. And all you have to do is head over to the Aspen Cough and Cold Squad Facebook page and enter the competition. That's one-day flu cure, blast the flu, and keep it moving.
Not feeling yourself? Fight back with one-day flu cure, packed with cinnamon power to blast flu symptoms fast, so you can power through your day.
Well, listen, Mzansi, we're going to keep the inspiration going this morning because someone powerful has stepped into the building. I'm talking about Sada Karim. Oh, yeah, brace yourself. And don't be fooled by that pretty face because, hey, those arms, they can swing a punch or two. That's exactly what we're going to find out in just a bit, especially we're talking about confidence. And I know a lot of you are still looking for inspiration for Father's Day gifting ideas. Well, we've got you covered. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you after this.
Only you can make my day.
Yes, you beautiful people, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're feeling so good because, you know, like that song, it's Amore, but we have Chef Amori in the building instead. And I'm so grateful for the energy you provided us. What happened earlier? It was like a fusion of magic and flavor,
100%.
and we ended up with this.
And this is exactly what we were talking about earlier, the perfect bite, right? So we've got the creamy beurre monte, which is the sauce of the emulsification of the butter and the water, and then a little bit of the bokom exo, which has now left us, but that's
science sorted out.
Then the crispy fish skin. Okay, ek sit my handjie by my handjies so clean.
Okay, yeah.
Then there's acidity from the ruby grapes or the pomelos, and then there's lots of flavor from there's mint and there's coriander and there's parsley and a little bit of red onion, chili, and a bit of coconut and peanut. So there's acidity, creaminess, sweetness, texture. Perfect bite.
It's a journey.
It's a perfect
an
bite.
experience.
Okay, maar probeer.
All right, okay. Let's talk less and chow more.
Yes.
I am going to stay a little bit away from the coriander. I'm one of those strange people that...
Oh, but like you're
reacts
allergic
so,
to it.
I don't know. I think I am,
yeah.
No. It's like something in my DNA.
No, it's an actual fact.
Oh, yeah? Are you telling me?
A certain amount of people are allergic to it, and that makes you taste like a stink bug.
Yeah, not a stink bug, but like soap, like a battery, like weird things like that.
You're allergic to it, yeah.
How good.
There's no battery here. There's no soap here. Wow.
Good.
And just when you think like the fish is going to overpower it, the creaminess comes through and just balances it out.
Lekker.
And then I love how you got that crispiness, the texture
On the
journey
skin,
that my mouth is going through right now. That's the noise it's making right now, is it right now? Chef Clem, are you going to get in on this, man?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Just one thing to say, like, one compliment to you, Chef, is that you can look at a dish and I can tell that this is a Chef Amore burger dish. This is texture, like you said, it's colorful, it's texture, it's beautiful, just by looking at it.
It leaves you like wanting to hear more about a story. I feel like this is like something that you can't just eat. You almost want to slowly consume. And I think that word gesels is so important in a meal like this.
Yeah,
it's really
100%.
like bringing you together.
Yeah.
This is creating talking points.
But most of it, it's true though, most of our dishes, people are like, oh, well, then did you taste this? Okay, wait, taste this one. Okay, taste this one. And so people are constantly sharing plates and handing over plates.
And for me, this is what creates nostalgia. I remember tasting this when we were on our honeymoon 3 days.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You remember that time when we were out in summer? It reminds you of such beautiful moments. You sharing memories here, Amore, and you are doing it in such a beautiful way.
I heard nothing that you guys have been saying. That is so good, Chef.
I mean, how fucking yummy. Sorry.
Yeah. Delicious. It is sensational.
Oh,
so good.
Listen, you come see if you can add more words to this, because right now it is just, I don't know, delicious is an understatement. Obviously, official duties are going to commence in just a bit. We're about to approach the hour, but we are just truly celebrating this moment with Chef Amore, because you're. And we're just getting started. If you want any reason to get up to the Upper Union, this is your reason right now. Go book a table and listen, the inspiration's just going to keep going. For now, though, we're just about to approach the hour. That means Carissa's standing by with the latest.
All I'm saying is that leave some for me, please. I'll see you guys in just a second. It is a minute before we hit 7 o'clock. It's time for your national news headlines. Where counterfeit goods valued at more than 100 million rand have been seized from a Bellville shopping complex in Cape Town during 2 police operations conducted a week apart. In the latest takedown yesterday, goods worth about 10 million rand were confiscated, following a previous raid that recovered items valued at more than 98 million rand. Now, a multidisciplinary team including SAPS, the Cape Town Metro Police, City Law Enforcement and brand protectors targeted more than 40 shops, seizing fake luxury clothing, shoes, bags and accessories. In other local news, President Cyril Ramaphosa described the youth who participated in the 1976 uprisings as a brave generation. Delivering the keynote address at the National Youth Day celebrations in Johannesburg yesterday, he paid tribute to the bravery of those who sacrificed their lives for a better future. Now, he said the youth of 1976 laid the foundation for democracy, adding that despite ongoing challenges, it has improved the living conditions of young people today. Now, yesterday marked 50 years since the Soweto uprising, when young people protested against the apartheid education system. Taking a look further afield now at your international news-making headlines, where a Russian warship fired warning shots near a UK-registered yacht in the English Channel yesterday after the 2 vessels came into close proximity. The frigate Admiral Grigorovicius encountered the motorless yacht drifting in fog between the Isle of Wight and Normandy, outside UK territorial waters. Now, Moscow said the yacht was on a, quote, dangerous approach, end quote, and that flares and radio calls preceded shots fired in its path. The UK Ministry of Defence is investigating the incident involving a couple in their 60s with no injuries reported. In other news, vaccine developed by Oxford University and Moderna against the Ebola Bundibugyo could enter phase 1 trials as early as July, with field trials possible within months. Now, the head of Africa's Centres for Disease Control and Prevention, Jean Kaseya, warned the outbreak could become the worst ever if not contained quickly, with tens of thousands of contacts still untraced. Now, previous epidemics in West Africa and Congo underline the escalating risk. As referring to the outbreak in 2014 and to 2016, that killed over 11,000 people. Let's close up on this note with Cape Town, who is set for a standout international music night as UK breakthrough duo Good Neighbours and acclaimed New Zealand singer-songwriter Teeks share the stage at the Grand Arena Grand West on the 27th of August. Good Neighbours, the London-based duo behind the viral hit called Home, have surged to international prominence with hundreds of millions of streams and euphoric indie pop anthems built for big sing-alongs. Now, Teeks brings soulful intensity, known for deeply moving storytelling and award-winning material. Now, together, the two globally rising acts offer South African audiences a rare double bill, blending uplifting energy with heartfelt musical depth. Tickets are available at Web Tickets. That's where we leave your news for now. We'll see what's happening again at 8. Let's get into your sports.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And yes, when we dive into sport, we can't not dive into the World Cup action. So let's start about that. Now, Kylian Mbappe climbed to the top of France's all-time goal-scoring charts in his nation's 3-1 World Cup victory over Senegal. Now, Mbappe found the back of the net twice, taking his international tally to 58 goals and moving ahead of Olivier Giroud. Now, in other recent World Cup results, Norway thumped Iraq 4-1, while Lionel Messi scored a hat-trick in Argentina's 3-0 victory over Algeria. Well, from soccer news, we move to Cricket World Cup action. And Sri Lanka bounced back from their opening match defeat at the Women's T20 World Cup with a 5-wicket victory over New Zealand. Now, the Sri Lankans chased down their target with 2 balls to spare after the White Ferns posted 150 runs for 6 wickets, and that in their 20 overs. Now, tonight, the action continues as South Africa will be looking for their first win of the tournament when they take on Pakistan at 7:30 p.m. I'm moving to athletics, and we're definitely celebrating our South Africans here. Now, Bayanda Walaza stormed to victory in the men's 100 meters at the Continental Tour Gold meeting in Ostrava. Now, the 20-year-old equaled his personal best and recorded his fastest time of 2026, stopping the clock in 9.94 seconds. Now, meanwhile, in the 150-meter dash sprint, Sinosipho Dambile set a new South African record, finishing second in a time of 14.78 seconds. Blistering times indeed, and we know who to look out for in this coming season. For now, though, we had them on the couch earlier this week. We're talking about the South African men's hockey team, who were back in action at the FIH Nations Cup yesterday, drawing 3-3 with Ireland, and the result securing second place in Pool B and a place in the semi-finals for South Africa. Now, the pool stage also continues, and action happens today with Korea taking on Malaysia, while New Zealand face Japan. For now, though, I know many of you heading out on the road, so let's get you to work and out there safely. And here's Carissa with the latest in traffic.
Well, thank you so much, Nature Boy. Let's check in with your roads right now. In Wingfield, out in Cape Town, heavy congestion has been reported on the N7 southbound ramp to the N1 inbound, currently affecting traffic flow. Motorists should expect delays and are encouraged to proceed with caution and, of course, to allow for that extra travel time. Sydney and Cape Town, we're heading to Bellville next, where delays are being experienced on the R300 northbound at the Old Paarl Road off-ramp as congestion builds. Daily commuters heading on out can expect delays in that area and are advised to not text while driving. In fact, that goes for everybody that's approaching the heavy traffic they're about to drive on. That's where we leave your roads for now. Let's check in with your weather. Out in Polokwane on this Wednesday, you'll start off your day under mostly sunny skies. Now your temperatures will rise from a low of 9 degrees to a high of 22. In the coming days, partly sunny skies will dominate, with tomorrow forecast for rain at 20%, with daytime highs sitting at 22 degrees. And then out in Klerksdorp today brings you mostly sunny skies with passing clouds here and there. Zoning into your temperatures now, you start at 6 and it peaks at 21. The coming days bring mostly sunny skies with cloud cover gradually increasing towards the weekend. And then out in Pretoria, your Wednesday will unfold under sunny skies. Now your temperatures range between a low of 9 and a high of 20 degrees. And as we take a look at the days ahead, now you can expect mainly partly cloudy conditions, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging between a low of 8 and a high of 20 degrees. And then out in the city of Gold, Johannesburg, it's your turn next. Your day kicks off under mostly sunny skies. Your temperatures start from a cold 6 and rises to a high set of 17. As we look into the week, expect cloudy skies to stick around with daytime highs holding consistently at 17 degrees until Friday. Mbombela, you're up next, where skies will remain partly cloudy throughout your day today. Temperatures range between a low of 12 and a high of 21 degrees. And the days ahead brings you partly sunny and cloudy conditions. It'll also be humid with temperatures peaking at 22 degrees. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, you'll look up to mostly sunny skies today. Temperatures rise from a brisk 4 degrees to a high of 19. Now tomorrow brings you sunny skies with passing clouds, while temperatures move from a low of 3 degrees to a nice high of 19. Richards Bay, you're up next, where morning showers are expected to develop across your region. Now your temperatures will range between a cool 16 and a warmer 23 degrees. As we look ahead, cloudy and wet conditions are expected in the upcoming days, with rain averaging around 38% between today and Saturday. And then into Durban we go, where skies remain cloudy for much of your day today. Your temperatures rise from a low of 14 to a high of 23 degrees. Now tomorrow does bring you sunny skies with cloud cover and rain forecast from Friday going into the weekend. In Tata, on your side of town, the day remains pleasant under partly cloudy skies. Your temperatures will rise from a cold 7 to a set high of 22 degrees. Now the outlook remains mostly partly cloudy, with tomorrow's temperatures sitting between a low of 8 and a high of 23 degrees. That brings us to Nkuba, formerly known as Craddock. On your side, morning clouds will give way to a sunny afternoon. Now temperatures move between a low of 4 and a max of 21 degrees today. The week's outlook remains mainly sunny with lingering clouds and daytime highs peaking at 21 degrees tomorrow. Gagompo City, on your side of town, the morning brings light rain before conditions will improve. Your temperatures sit between a chilly 12 and a set high of 21. In the upcoming days, expect partly cloudy conditions to persist, with rain forecast from Friday at 45%. And then out in Ebeja, partly cloudy skies will define your day. Your temperatures will range between 12 and 20 degrees. And as we take a look ahead, tomorrow's temperatures ranges from a low of 13 to a high of 20 degrees with a 20% chance of rain, and then some cloudy conditions will persist in the days ahead. Out in the gorgeous George, your day remains predominantly sunny. Temperatures range from a low of 10 to a high of 18 degrees. As we look ahead now, expect a mix of mostly sunny and cloudy conditions, with temperatures ranging in those high teens to those lower 20s. Sticking in the Western Cape, we head over to Cape Town next, where you can expect sunny conditions with persistent winds throughout your day. Our temperatures move between a chilly 12 and a set high of 17. And over the coming days, expect predominantly sunny skies with strong winds forecast for tomorrow. Well, that brings us over to Sutherland. Good morning to you, where today your skies remain partly cloudy. Now your temperatures will range from a cold 5 degrees to a high of 19. Good news is that sunny conditions will persist in the coming days with clouds at times, while heavy fog does return on Friday. And then out in Kimberley, sun-filled skies will dominate your forecast today. As for your temperatures, they'll rise from a low of 6 to a high of 22 degrees. Now, tomorrow does bring bright sunny skies with daytime highs sitting at 21 degrees after starting off at a low of 5. And our final stop, as per usual, is out in Uppington. Your Wednesday brings you grey skies with gentle northeasterly winds. Your temperatures will range between 9 and 26 degrees. And as we look ahead, mainly cloudy conditions define your week, with rainy conditions expected to move in from Saturday going into next week. Well, that's a wrap of your weather, but as you know, the cherry on top of it all has to be our sunrise view of this hour. A gorgeous one from the previous one, but our family Keith Dyer from Ganobi Kugompo City said, wait a minute, hold my camera, hold my phone. Here is a gorgeous, gorgeous morning view for you. And I gotta say, anytime the ocean meets the horizon with those misty clouds ahead, you know exactly what you're doing, Keith Dyer. And thank you so much for getting in touch with this absolutely breathtaking morning view. We wish you a blessed day, Keith. And once again, you are part of the family. And thank you for re-establishing yourself with that gorgeous morning view. One more to go, Mzansi, 8 o'clock. That's your opportunity, 0630369649.
Hey, winter is coming, and the question is, are you ready? Now, before symptoms strike, choose relief you can trust. Now, for coughs, croup, and bronchitis, keep Lennon Bos Dripples. And for relief of coughs and chronic bronchitis, keep Lennon Turlington. Now, you can keep Lennon cough mixtures to relieve phlegmy coughs and Lennon Vitalcies for relief of colds, fever, and mild asthma attacks. Now, choose an original, Lennon, timeless and trusted since 1898. And just like that, Mzansi, the inspiration continues. We've got Mad Max sitting next to me over here. How you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
Good. I'm excited to chat about you. I'm so inspired, and I think you are ready to inspire the entire nation. So, I mean, look at this. This is this pretty face in action. I told you, don't be fooled. And already I'm getting a little bit intimidated. I'm going to keep my distance and remind you to tune in after this because inspiration continues in the finest of forms. Okay, I'm getting scared now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, I'm Zanzi. Welcome back at your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And trust me, after this conversation, you're gonna feel good. We're talking about success in sport, which can often look effortless from the outside, right? But listen, every athlete, every coach, and sporting personality has faced challenges along the way, some that we have no idea about. Now, whether it's self-doubt, setbacks, pressure, or moments when confidence takes a knock, the journey isn't always that straightforward. And I know a lot of you listening now can be like, yeah, you're right.
It's not linear at all. So we're joined by professional boxer Sarah Karim to reflect on some of the obstacles that she's faced throughout her journey, the lessons she's learned that we'll all pick up on, and also what helped her keep going and keep moving forward when things got really tough. So welcome, Sarah, and thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I look at you and I'm like, where's the boxer? You look so cutesy with your baby blue. It just tells me we can be all things.
Yes, but don't tempt her now. I like this version of her on the couch. It's not too intimidating. Sarah, firstly, you're good, right?
Yeah, I'm all good.
I wanted to ask you more about like this real space that you're in, because you've achieved a lot. You're a fighter. You have this confidence. But let's talk about the other things, the obstacles that you faced to get there, the challenges that you inevitably had to go through to get to this point, to get you on the couch and celebrate these moments. Not always that easy, right?
Yeah. It's not.
What is it that like really stands out for you that kind of challenged you or was a setback for you?
I would say every fighter goes through different things. Every camp, especially me, like every fight camp, I'm always going through something or something personal, or it's an injury, and sometimes it can put you off. And I think over time, I've learned to embrace all of those challenges. So maybe if I get the injury during sparring or I get sick, I won't allow that to be an excuse for me not to perform on the day.
Sure.
Just embrace those challenges, work with what you have, and at the end of the day, it's how bad do you want it when the day actually comes.
How hungry are you?
Like how
actually?
hungry are you, yeah.
Chris, I'd love to ask you this question because I know we're talking sport here, but I think there's a great perspective that we can take beyond sport. I mean, I look at this career that we have and it feels like a sport to
It
me.
is
You've got to
a
show up,
sport.
you've got to like be consistent, you've got to put
Nice.
practice in, much like any other sport. And I know you mentioned you didn't have a sporting background,
That's
but
the
girl, you're an
thing.
athlete right now. You've gone through
take it.
challenges as well to get here. What have they been?
It's true. What's so interesting that you're saying you show up anyway, because I think for the longest time for me, mostly in my 20s, I wanted to kind of skip past the heartbreak, the self-doubt, and everything murky that was going on. I'm like, how do I navigate around this? But you actually have to grow through what you go through. You have to face it head on.
Yeah.
The self-doubt that you say, the negative thoughts that constantly get you down. You have to face that head on and be like, okay, I see you. You're persistent. You're nagging. How can I deal with you? How can I fight you? How can I actually overcome you so that should this come up again, I have more tools to be able to deal with this?
I love that because, I mean, if any of us are going to be honest here, there was a moment when we believed in ourselves.
Yeah.
Just like you believe in yourself. You believe you're a good fighter. You believe you have the ability and you can believe that you can show up, right? But inevitably, life comes through and it gives us a knock. I don't know if you've experienced this where you've had a knock and it sometimes often is a knock that knocks your confidence.
Sure.
And when the confidence gets knocked, it's almost like your life gets rocked in the same sentiment because you're like, whoa,
Where do I
was
go?
on this trajectory and now I've just been like shaken off that. Like, have you had a moment like that?
I've had many moments.
Yeah?
Like, I can't even think. But as I said, like it's like I can go through so many things outside of training. But when it comes to like, okay, it's time to train now, I can switch all of those things off and just focus on what I need to do during that lesson.
Wow.
That all those emotions and everything, you can either use that as fuel in your training and push harder. It's like a kind of like a make or break for you.
So would an example be, let's say you're injured. Now you lose confidence because you know I'm not going to be able to maybe stand as well as I did because I've twisted my ankle.
Yeah.
How do we use that positively? Do we say, well, I've still got hands, I've still got another leg,
Yeah.
I've still got the fight in me? Is that the feeling?
Yeah. So when I was kickboxing at the time, if I got an injury, I wasn't that worried because I was like, okay, I got so many other limbs.
Other weapons.
Come on.
yeah.
I've got other weapons. But now that I started boxing, it's a bit more difficult because you're a bit more limited to what you had in
Yes,
kickboxing.
yes.
So over time, I learned to just embrace it, like try to recover as much as possible, like sleep a lot, ice, do whatever you need to do. But sometimes, like the injuries does play a very big role. Like maybe if I need to spar, or I'm sparring I'm currently sparring some of the best girls in Cape Town or Johannesburg. And sometimes, like, the first few sparrings would be so difficult, and I'm like, man, I'm starting to have a bit of self-doubt, like, why am I struggling so much in sparring? But then over time, like, I will just keep studying my footage, studying the girls, and then over time I'll start figuring them out, and then I'm like, okay, I got this. And then my confidence will, like, start coming back.
I love that.
Yeah.
I wonder, your dad, Uncle Zayn, if he has any sort of impact on how you see yourself. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm a daddy's girl as well. And when my dad speaks words about me or to me, I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I am that girl.
Facts.
Right,
Yeah.
facts, period. So does he have any impact in that sort of space for you?
Yes, my dad does. My dad's just very critical of me.
Oh, yeah?
So, like, how would I say? Yeah, like, my dad would always give me that confidence boost, especially when I am in fight camp. Like, I just need to hear his words, or I'll have to listen to my other boxing coach, Coach Kevin, as well. So when they give me those words of encouragement, then I feel like, okay, I got this. Like, I don't need to hear what anyone else has to say. Like, I just need to hear it from them or my mom.
Shout out.
So, yeah, just like my very close family, so they do give me that confidence boost. But they will also, like, you know, tell me, like, okay, like, you need to fix these
Keep it
things.
real.
Or they will always keep it real
Because
with me, so
they
that I
love you,
appreciate.
yeah.
Yeah, so.
And that's important, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we're always focusing on the athlete, but you need that support system. You need a
Yeah.
community to assist you in these inevitable moments and to give that confidence back, the catalyst to give it back, right? So I'm sure you're grateful for your camp. You're currently going through a session right now, I believe, a sort of fighting camp at the moment.
I am in fight camp, yes.
How's it going?
I don't want to say just yet, but I am preparing for one of my very biggest fights as a professional at the moment.
Wow.
I will be fighting very soon in August. So I would say my fight camp started off a bit rough because I was recovering from some injuries, but the motivation is definitely there.
Oh, I
you know,
love
that
it.
strong comeback. But so far, it's going very well.
And you're speaking like an athlete with confidence.
Come
I can feel it, it's
on.
exuding, and you literally just have to choose a direction and you will set that path to success. Thank you for
love
sharing your
it.
magic with us. Absolutely appreciate your inspiration. I'm sure so many are inspired right now, and I think this is what it's about. The setbacks, the challenges, and the moments of self-doubt are all a part of every journey. But as we've heard today, they don't have to define where that journey ends.
Absolutely. A huge thank you to Sarah Karim for being here and sharing her experiences and reminding us that confidence isn't about never struggling, okay? It is about learning, it's about growing, it's about showing up every single day. Now, to learn more about the Dove Body Confidence Sport Program and its mission to help girls build their confidence and stay involved in sport, visit Dove's website and social media platforms. Thank you, Sarah, once again.
Thank you.
Choose confidence. Dove is the perfect first deodorant for teens. Gentle on skin, effective on sweat.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast show. In case nobody reminded you, I will be that person. Sunday is Father's Day. It is literally days away, and if you've left your shopping like many of us a little later than planned, sorry, Pops, do not panic. The secret, great last-minute gifting isn't about spending time searching. It's about choosing those gifts that just feel thoughtful and practical, but also personal.
And we got you covered. Now, from indulgent treats and premium snacks to stylish accessories, if I do say so myself, grooming essentials and cozy winter must-haves, Woolworths has made it so easy to find something every kind of dad can love.
It's true.
So let's get into it. Firstly, let's talk about the food gifts for the food dad lovers out there.
I was hoping you would say that.
Ooh, where do we
begin? My dad loves a snack. He loves a meal. He's like the chef of the house. Growing up, I always looked forward to his meals. So I know for sure he will enjoy anything to do with any sort of snack. And we've got options over here. It's such a great gift because it is kind of practical. Everyone's got to eat.
I think when you look at food, and especially good food and good snacks like this, it's such an easy gift because it's an experience. You're like talking a love language when you're giving someone food, something that they can, in that moment, really, truly feel. And that's kind of like the love being transferred through flavor, through incredible initiatives like this, which I got to taste last week.
I was going to say, Rob, we were all so
Guys,
jealous.
it is so delicious. I don't even know where to start, but I did have a favorite, the 5 gingerbread man pack.
Oh, yummy.
Those aren't just any gingerbread man. Obviously, they got the tie and everything else, but it's so ooey gooey inside. Once you bite into this thing, it's like a proper texture journey.
Oh, I love
but
that.
this is up there. We got dad brownies, right? I don't know if you've seen
Over
those.
that side.
Absolutely love them. It's got the actual dad on it. So if you're not good with your handwriting, don't worry. You can just keep this and you're already sorted.
It's cute, eh? And then we've also got the cigar boxes for all our dads that
cool.
appreciate a good little Cuban cigar. The moustache cakesicle, the giant pretzel cookie, which everybody has had their eye on
Real
since this
pretzel
morning.
pieces on top
Let's
of
see
that.
if we can actually break
Just so
it in
you
half.
know.
When we say giant, that's the size of my face right now.
How's that crack? Look on the inside. Look on the inside.
That's
Stop
divine.
it, I like it. Oh, my word, Dad. I don't think you could go wrong with choosing any of these dads. Absolutely going to love it. And the best part is, as a nature boy, I'm loving the fact that it's responsibly sourced cocoa. Now, by supporting Woolworths' responsibly sourced cocoa products, we are able to increase the positive impact on cocoa farmers and their families while helping to protect nature. If you want to find out more, you can check it out online. Visit woolworths.co.za/cocoa and you can get more information on this journey and the incredible impact that you're creating by, I guess, buying these incredible gifts.
Buy some for yourself as well. Father's Day is both for you and I together. And of course, gone are the days that self-care is only for women. Our dads also deserve all the love as well. And I would say grooming is great for men, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you're getting ready, like behind the mirror and you're getting all the face done and stuff, I think dad has an extra reason to enjoy that moment right now because, hey, we see the beard, we see the grooming, and we want to elevate the look. And I think a dad needs to look good, and he wants to. He just needs a reason.
It's true. Okay, so we've got so many options over here. We've got beard oils, we've got the barber hair wax, we've got the moisturizer. And if there's one thing about my dad, he would never ask for it, but I know that he would enjoy something like this.
The moisturizer also has SPF 15 in as well. So yes,
Great
we do
for
get
the
that sneaky African sun. We're protecting it just that extra bit, right?
And it brings in Woolworths approved beauty without cruelty, so no animal testing. Your dad can use it, just being really free in his conscious, knowing that I look good, I feel good, and it's great for the planet.
Yeah, I'm a real dad. Now listen, as we head deeper into winter, I think cozy is definitely the name of the game. Now, for me, it's a perfect gifting idea to involve something that dad can wear, dad can use, because unlike maybe something that you consume in the moment, these things can last a lot longer. I mean, if you know dads, he'll make them last until there's holes in them.
Forever. Please, he's not getting rid of those, holding on to it, especially when it comes to the socks, the slippers, of course, the beanies, the gloves, and then the brush crew tees. I think these are just basics, classics that all of our dads deserve.
Can I just put on the pedestal the fact that I've got a cool dad option that I'm wearing right now? I mean, listen, you want that classic dad look? Classic dad. Get him one of these. It absolutely just elevates his style. And I know he's a classic man. He's got the experience, so it's going to fit his style Perfect.
That's right. So whether you're treating your dad or father figure to his favorite sweet indulgence, elevating his home, entertaining setup, refreshing his winter wardrobe, or spoiling him with just a little bit of self-care, Woolies has plenty of ready-to-gift options to suit every personality and every budget as well.
Absolutely. Now you'll find everything we featured today and more at Woolworths. It's available in store, online, and of course on the Woolies app. Plus, get this, you stand a chance to win 1,000 Rand Woolies gift cards. And all you got to do is reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us the following. What is the greatest lesson your father or father figure has taught you? Now don't forget to use the hashtag Woolies Father's Day in your answer. And the competition closes at midnight, Thursday, the 18th of June. The T's and C's can be found at expressoshow.com.
Happy Father's Day.
Welcome back to the kitchen and another segment of the Culinary Hotline Bling!
Tin, tin, tin.
Now, earlier we had the surf. We're about to move into the turf. Chef Amori is still here. Chef Jason is also still in the kitchen. Things are looking good. And again, I'm going to have to warn you because I see crispy onions. We're going to need to start cooking before I start snacking. Chefs, the first dish, sensational. How do we top that, or even just, how do we just meet that standard again with our beautiful, beautiful steak? Oh! By the way, if you have any questions for myself or the chefs in the kitchen this morning, send us a WhatsApp voice note of our magic number, 0630369649. Phone lines are open. Chefs, what are we doing? Oh, my word. First of all, that beautiful piece of meat, I feel like there's a story behind it. Where does it come from?
100%. No, you can tell the story.
Okay, yeah, so this is from Kalahari. It's a 28-day dry-aged New York strip. We've already seared it off. Get the right internal temp, which is 55C.
TV magic.
Yes, TV magic. Then, yeah, we're going to just start off here with a little bit of a biryani butter that we make. So all of the spices that you find in a biryani, we sort of mixed into a compound butter, rose water, saffron.
It smells yum, eh?
Can I?
Yeah.
You go ahead.
I mean, it's only, I don't even know if it's 8 o'clock yet, but we're eating butter.
No, there we go.
When is it too early to eat butter?
Never.
Croissants are made from 90% butter. Never too early.
Wow.
Yum, hey?
Chef, if I had to buy a kilogram of that from you, how much would that be?
2,399 rands.
Wow. Send it to my accountant. That is beautiful. You know what's the first thing that also comes to me, because spice is one thing, but balancing with that acidity and just all the flavor.
And then we put a little bit of that rose water to give it a little bit of perfume, little bit of... People, like, you think rose water doesn't add sweetness, but it adds a little bit just because of that perfumey thing.
And a bit of that balance.
Beautiful.
It's a little bit of, I live close enough to work out, boom, boom, in that butter. That is so delicious.
Right?
I honestly wish South Africa, like, you could take a little bit butter. It's just everything. But we have a voice note from Dwayne. So let's have a listen to Dwayne's voice note.
Good morning, Chef Amore. Just want to ask, what does winning Rising Culinary Star of the Year mean to you personally, and how has it shifted your vision for Upper Union?
Chef, did you get that?
I did. It was a massive honor. I was not expecting it because I was obviously up against some big players in the restaurant game. It made me... I was really thankful, obviously appreciative, but it also made me see that we started this restaurant 4 years, almost 4. We turned 4 on the 21st of December.
Whoa. I'm sorry. I actually didn't realize that.
We are quite young still.
You're still babies.
Yeah, and it really it was happy for me and my team because it showed us that all of the work that we put in, 18 hours, 16 hours, 18 hours, 16 hours, gets seen.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Audience. I'm sorry. I completely forgot. 4 years. What?
4 years.
That is amazing.
Yeah. So
wow.
we're still young, but I mean 4 is good.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And to create such a name for yourself in 4 years in one of the hardest cities in the world to have a restaurant.
Yeah. It's definitely a hard city to cook again. That's why I'm saying it was such a privilege. It was beautiful to go there and amongst all those people who cook flipping well, you know?
Wow. Okay. Wow. And wow for this. The smell coming off. Please talk us through this.
Awesome. So yeah, it just finishes off with a little bit more saffron, some coriander seeds, some cumin, and then we're just gonna spoon this over the...
How delicious does that look?
Graham Richards is at home going, why didn't I come to work today? Oh my goodness.
Okay, and then yum.
And then every biryani has those crispy rice, crispy onion bits that we pop on top.
But ours is better because it's, what is the dough? The dough is bhaji dough. So we make bhaji dough and make onion rings. So South African.
Are you kidding me? Oh,
delicious.
Kidding me. I know that the social media person is standing behind the camera right now giving me such a dirty look saying, don't eat. But listen, I'm going to eat from the corner. I will eat from the corner.
Use a tweezer like a fancy chef.
Okay.
See the color there?
I want to take a piece of it. There we go. And I wanted to feel fancy as a chef. Okay, cool. So, I'm going to take this piece over here.
Delish.
Oh, look at that.
Get some of the onions on there.
How is that cooked?
Oh, wait. I don't need a fork. Because what's this?
Oh, that is a paratha.
Oh, there you go.
And over here we've got?
So this is a lamb kibbeh. Lamb kibbeh is a beautiful Turkish dish. And inside we've put a bit of a baboti blend. So there's an Afrikaanse kick on it. Lamb kibbeh is a lamb tartare from Turkey. Goes with bulgur wheat, a little bit of gondela chilies, a little bit of red onion. And then this is a paratha. Which we obviously just do on a beautiful hot pan, and then you just smear.
Can I smear this and then get into steak?
100%.
Okay, here we go.
Smear. In Afrikaans, it's called, if you go like this, if you smear, it's called you soapie.
Soapie. Okay, so big van a soapie.
So you have to get a bit of everything in
Yeah. You need the onions and
the onions, get a bit of that. So I hope that social media got a picture of that before the time.
There we go.
Did she? I don't know. Okay.
Yum. It's yummy, right?
It's also an incredible skill to transfer flavor through meat that is cold.
Yeah. Because you need more salt and more seasoning because the salt and the seasonings aren't melting and opening up.
That is fantastic. I cannot explain. If you are within a 200-kilometer radius of Upper Union, you need to get there this week.
Yes.
It is fantastic. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to look into that camera while I taste the steak. I'm going to taste the steak and I want you to tell people what they can look forward to the future of Upper Union flavors, coming trends. Oh, this camera over here. The camera over here.
Okay.
So, and you can go now.
Okay, so we just launched our beautiful new winter menu. Well, we launched it about a month and a half ago. It is definitely back to our roots. I mean, we cook the way we cook, punchy and flavorful, but this time, because the Pert and I are together for the first time again in 2 years.
Yes.
And we have this bond that we cook and we push each other, and the new flavors are hard, punchy, as you can see, beautiful. Every bite has got something in it. There's a stunning non-alcoholic pairing, which took us about a week and a half to do, so it's really good. You can add a bit of gin if you want.
If you want to.
But it's beautiful non-alcoholic pairing. We also did a beautiful new wine pairing, and we launch dishes every 2 weeks.
And this one is on the menu?
This one is on the menu.
You need to try that steak. Listen, I'll walk to Swellendam to go fetch that beef.
But this is so important. A butcher to a chef, you have to be best friends with your butcher.
Absolutely.
You hate them, but you love them.
You know?
But they hate us, but they love us.
And then the result is just love.
Correct.
It is absolutely beautiful. I don't know what more I can say, but like you are, to me, one of the icons when it comes to food in Cape Town. And again, I'm shocked that you've only been around for 4 years. I've been visiting you so much. I literally have felt like you've been around for decades. Because it feels that way. It's the heritage of the building.
Yes.
It's the iconic, nostalgic flavors that you get to play with, and you play with them so well. It is an introduction. Whenever visitors come to South Africa and they ask about a restaurant to go to, I send them to you. It's a beautiful... Don't worry. And it's true, the way that the story, it's a story that you tell through food and flavor. It's a whole package about spice, about sweet, about the proteins we choose and why we choose to eat them, why we choose to pair them with the things we pair them with. And you do that so beautifully.
But also, let's not forget the front of house.
No,
okay?
that is the biggest part of service. It doesn't matter how good the food is. Front of house is everything, and the service you deliver is South African first. I love that. I love you guys. The food you make, the stories you create that other people tell after they visited you. I don't think you even understand it. Love you guys. The food's amazing. Get involved. Go and visit them now. Go book. Culinary Hotline's been absolutely amazing. You've been amazing. We'll be back next week with more Culinary Hotline Bling. Mine.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let me tell you, as a nature boy right now, I'm celebrating this powerful moment. It's a powerful local story, which has captured international attention, and we are celebrating it. Now, the documentary called Out of Mind, produced by Protect the West Coast, has been nominated for the Cannes Film Awards for 2026. Now, joining us today are Mike Schlebach, I hope I'm getting that correct, the Managing Director, and the Protect the West Coast, he's the Managing Director of Protect the West Coast. And then we have Arthur Niemeyer, who is the Director, to discuss the film, its message, and what this recognition means for the West Coast community. So I think they deserve a massive feel-good welcome! Guys, I'm celebrating this, man. I'm we need more eyes on this because impact in a negative way is being created and you flipping it around. So firstly, congratulations on the nomination. This is huge. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been such an incredible journey, and you know, this nomination and also the film that Arthur's created is really just sort of encapsulated the last 6 or 7 years that we've, you know, the work that we've been trying to do over the last 6 or 7 years has really just sort of come together in this film, you know. So it's really super exciting.
Feeling tired?
Yeah, tired, but excited, you know, and you know, looking forward to what this film will bring to the people of the West Coast. You know?
Okay, so let's talk about it. The film itself, Out of Mind. What exactly is it about? What is it highlighting, and why is everybody talking about it?
So the film is about the West Coast, and we want to show the beauty of the West Coast, but we also want to show what's going on up the West Coast.
Yeah.
And for the last 100 years, there's been a lot of diamond mining happening there, and now recently there's also heavy mineral mining happening up there. And a lot of people know the garden route, like, you know, we all go there for our holidays, but not a lot of people know what's happening on the West Coast and how beautiful it is, but also what kind of destruction has been done there. So the film is actually a 60-minute documentary that is shining a light on what's happening. And yeah, we've been speaking to the local communities, to the fishermen, the indigenous communities, scientists to reveal what is happening.
Okay, so what's the reason for Protect the West Coast getting involved in a film like this? Obviously, there's multiple layers to this, but what was that like sort of catalyst that said, I gotta get behind this one?
Well, yeah, so, you know, Protect the West Coast's main mandate as an organization is to bring what's happening on the West Coast from a mining perspective into the public domain.
Yeah.
You know, like Arthur alluded to, not a lot of people have been up there or really understand what's going on up there. And, you know, and so really this was just sort of an organic part of the journey where Arthur, I think, took interest in what we were doing a couple of years ago, and you know, has joined our journey in bringing this into the public domain. And so, yeah, the film is really, really an important part of that journey, you know. And so it wasn't like, you know, we didn't actually plan on making this film. It was just that, you know, Arthur happens to live in the deep south where we live, and our chairperson lives, and we just started having this chat, and he started following what we were doing, and
right place, right time.
Right place, right time, and yeah, and you know, Arthur's business, iForce, is they're prolific filmmakers and documentary makers, and we just felt it was like a really good fit, you know.
Arthur, how bad is it actually? I mean, I'm sure this obviously highlights what's really going on, but as someone that enjoys the ocean, someone that surfs, I mean, I'm a nature boy. I love experiencing South Africa's beauty. How much of it is being compromised right now? What's going on there?
So, the first time that I went up all the way to the north was actually on a trip with Mike, because I saw what they were doing on social media, and I saw like, wow, this is quite crazy what is happening up the West Coast. Like 40 kilometers of beach could be granted for a mining right, and then that 40 kilometers of beach will be destroyed in the next 7 to 10 years.
So are we saying that the impact of these mining operations is churning up a beach and resulting in it not being able to be used by the public, or?
That's what's been happening for like the last.
So if you go from, say, Horner Clip Bay, which is, you know, 500 kilometers up the West Coast, And then you go from Hornerklip Bay all the way up to Alexander Bay. That's about 250 kilometers. Again, Alexander Bay is on our most northern border. It's on the border with Namibia on the Orange River. Yeah. That whole stretch of coastline has been mined by the diamond mining industry for the last 100-odd years. And from what we've seen, there's been like zero rehabilitation. Whoa. You know, companies like De Beers and Transhex have extracted a lot of wealth out of those areas. And the place looks like the moon, you know, and the communities in those towns and villages or whatever are some of the poorest in the country, you know, and from our perspective,
that just exploited.
That just doesn't add up, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and the sad reality is that a lot of these same companies are moving further and further south, down along the west coast into the Western Cape, you know. Just this year alone, Protect the West Coast picked up, I think, 45 new prospecting and mining applications, you know, since January 2026.
Whoa.
In the West Coast area, you know, Western and Northern Cape. And so, you know, the West Coast is literally under siege, not just from, you know, diamond and mineral mining, but also we've got oil and gas as well in the west, you know, off the West Coast. So it's like, yeah.
Man, listen, this is something I think everybody needs to be aware of. It's like our garden route that we didn't even know of is being taken away from us without us even having the opportunity to enjoy it. Exactly, and that's the reality of the situation that you bring into light. So the award's happening on the 27th of June. I know everybody's going to be behind you. I know how much this means for you all. So I just want to say thank you for doing this work. Thank you for putting it in the forefront. And we're going to send successful winning energy away so you can come back on the couch and talk about the win and highlight this issue even more, because just from the visuals alone, I can see that you are highlighting a story for the community, for the people, and I think for the greater South Africa, and the timing could not be better. Gents, thank you. We absolutely appreciate it. And we'll see you after the win, yeah? Don't get anywhere yet. We're still going to discuss a little bit more on this. But Mzansi, I think this is just a perfect reminder for us to protect our beautiful planet and get involved in this film. It's called Out of Mind. Go get a chance to see it right now. It's just been awarded at the Cannes Film Festival, and that nomination will be making itself available on the 27th of June. We might just see our winners right here. More on Celebrating South Africa is happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show in just a bit, so don't go anywhere. It continues right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Now, I know I'm easily excitable, but watch how excited I get about this. There is so much pride woven into this story. Sometimes the most magical sights in nature appear after destruction, renewal emerging where few expect it. This is the cycle of life on this planet. Now, the Chelsea Flower Show, it's the biggest. And the gold medal winners, Leon Kluger and Tristan Woutberg, join us in studio to discuss their award-winning Life After Fire exhibit and the beauty of South Africa's extraordinary fynbos. I know we don't have a live studio audience, but can we get like 3 people clapping for them? That's a gold medal. I mean, I hear from people who know it doesn't get bigger than this. How are you guys feeling? I would imagine humbly accepting this incredible honor, but when it was announced, when you guys got to feel that moment of the amount of blood, sweat and tears that get into getting just the flowers there, what did that feel like, man?
Wow, it was super exciting. We know we almost 80% over the line once we received the flowers there. And we know the quality of our flowers is just extraordinary. So once we know that it's arrived safely in London, we've got that confidence that we can get this over the line.
You back yourself.
Yeah, we back ourselves. You know, our flowers speak for themselves. And when we present them with such love on the international stage, I think everyone can just see the beauty that originates here in the southern tip of Africa. And
there's a majesty, but there's also a sense of mystery and evolution and the phoenix rising again. It feels so South African. We joke about our RSA DNA, but what is it about fynbos and this setting that made it stand out? Why did you guys take this honor?
Well, there's something about fynbos that's so different to any other flower in the world.
Completely unique.
So if you walk in the Chelsea Flower Show, which is the Olympics of the flower shows, and you have just about any flower from around the world there, but when you see the South African flowers, it's just like, it's almost Dr. Seussy. It's otherworldly. Things are furry, different shapes, scary shapes sometimes, but also plants that, you know, you have to look twice at the flower.
What an awesome responsibility carrying this on your shoulders, and we can see how the rest of the world got swept away. What do you wish South Africans knew about Fynbos and the power of this very unique ecosystem that we have?
Well, I think, it's always scary to see the images of fire passing through the mountains in the Cape. And, if you think about it, it's not just the Western Cape that's affected by fires. Whether you live in a high veld where you've got thunderstorms going through the grass veld and burning the grass back, or in the Cape here where we experience fires, what we want people to realize is the plants were here before we arrived, before humans arrived. So they are adapted to fire, and they need the fire in many cases to regenerate.
To rebirth.
And so it might be scary, but if we manage the land properly, if we put fire breaks in and infrastructure doesn't get damaged, and the wildfire goes through ecosystems that need it, then we need to live a bit more in harmony with our ecosystem.
We're going to have to reframe how we take in our landscape. And that begs the question, when you guys start preparing from the creative perspective, what do you look at? Do you just go outside onto the Vescus and look? How do you start building an image of what you're going to create?
Well, it really is like that. We go into the mountains, go into the Fynbos
While you live in
landscapes,
Franschhoek, right?
and that's where we also at home, though. And there's so many design possibilities that Mother Nature gives us constantly. But I think this year, when the fire came through the Cape, especially so vigorous like it did this year, we thought that this is a message that we need to get across.
And I speak from the perspective of the doors that you've opened for those following behind you. There is a commercial buy-in here. And this is going to matter to South Africa. This is going to bring tourists to South Africa. This is going to inspire small to medium-sized businesses in South Africa. But it's another badge of honor we all get to wear vicariously through you. So thank you so much for going through the blood, sweat and tears and the rain and everything else that came with this. And congratulations. I know you probably already moved on to the next thing in your own minds, but I hope you get to just soak a bit of this up and then return to your slice of heaven in Franschhoek. Tough life, man. Tough life. They've earned absolutely every element of this success right now. I love this. When all the collaborative parts have to come together, there's something you've got to just let go of. But once you know the goods are there, as a South African, we'll back ourselves. And they did it. Congratulations once again to Leon, to Tristan, for pulling off what must have seemed like the impossible, flying that South African flag so proudly on one of the, when it comes to flowers, probably the biggest stage of them all. Well done, guys.
Thank you so much.
And of course, we'll continue celebrating the success of South Africans. We have one South African in our midst right now. Willem Botha is going to join us on the couch in just a little bit. A multifaceted, multidisciplinary, incredible human. And of course, releasing some new music. Hello, Mehart. We can't wait to hear about the inspiration behind it. And also how he looks this good at this time of the morning. We'll find out more just after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is time to get into your national news headlines as it's just gone top of the hour. We get started with President Cyril Ramaphosa that has announced that South Africa will increase its financial contribution to the Ebola response effort to $13.5 million US. Speaking during a high-level virtual meeting of African leaders and partners, Ramaphosa reaffirmed South Africa's commitment to supporting countries affected by the outbreak. Now, the meeting focused on containing the Bundibugyo strain of Ebola in the Democratic Republic of Congo, as well as Uganda. Ramaphosa urged leaders to maintain or even increase their pledges and convert existing commitments into tangible support. In other news in South Africa, counterfeit goods valued at more than 100 million rand have been seized from a Bellville shopping complex in Cape Town. That was during 2 police operations conducted a week apart. And the latest takedown yesterday, goods worth about 10 million rand were confiscated following a previous raid that recovered items valued at more than 98 million rand. A multidisciplinary team, including SAPS, the Cape Town Metro Police, City Law Enforcement and brand protectors, targeted more than 40 shops, seizing fake luxury clothing, shoes, bags and accessories. Let's move internationally now, where the breakaway state of Somaliland has opened an embassy in Jerusalem, 6 months after Israel became the first country to recognize it as an independent nation. Now, the diplomatic mission was inaugurated in West Jerusalem during President Abdullah's official visit to Israel. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu welcomed the move, speaking of, quote, a deep spiritual bond between our peoples, end quote. Somalia condemned the engagement as a violation of its sovereignty, while Israel and Somaliland continue to deepen ties despite wider international criticism of the recognition. Meanwhile, a Russian warship fired warning shots near a UK-registered yacht in the England Channel yesterday, after the 2 vessels came into close proximity. Now, the frigate Admiral Grigorovich encouraged the motorless yacht drifting in fog between the Isle of Wight and Normandy outside UK territorial waters. Moscow said the yacht was on a, quote, dangerous approach, end quote, and that flares and radio calls preceded shots fired in its path. Now, the UK Ministry of Defence is investigating the incident involving a couple in their 60s with no injuries reported. Let's close off on this note, where the 2026 FIFA World Cup officially has a new social media star, and that's in 40-year-old Cape Verde goalkeeper Vozinha, real name Josimar Jose Diaz, whose rise has been as unlikely as it is heartwarming. Now, the island nation of Cape Verde has just 600,000 inhabitants, yet one of its veteran players is now commanding a global audience. Once an amateur player who only turned professional at the age of 25, he's now thriving on the world stage. After a 7-set performance in Cape Verde's 0-0 draw with Spain, his Instagram following jumped from 20,000 followers to over 6 million. And that's in less than 24 hours, Vozinha's profile surged by almost 12,000%, turning a little-known player into one of the tournament's most unexpected global icons. Well, definitely a team to keep our eye on as we continue heading into the World Cup. But for now, though, speaking of sports, let's get into it with Raul.
Thank you, Chris. And yes, absolutely. Let's dive into all things World Cup. Now, Kylian Mbappe climbed to the top of France's all-time goal-scoring charts in his nation's 3-1 World Cup victory over Senegal. Now, Mbappe found the back of the net twice, taking his international tally to 58 goals and moving ahead of Olivier Giroud. Now, in other recent World Cup results, Norway thumped Iraq 4-1, while Lionel Messi scored a hat-trick in Argentina's 3-0 victory over Algeria. Well, keeping to the theme of World Cups, let's move to cricket. And this is where Sri Lanka bounced back from their opening match defeat at the Women's T20 World Cup with a 5-wicket victory over New Zealand. Now, the Sri Lankans chased down their target with 2 balls to spare after the White Ferns posted 150 runs for 6 wickets in their 20 overs. And tonight, it gets even better because South Africa will be looking for their first win of the tournament when they take on Pakistan at 7:30 p.m. tonight. Well, we're celebrating South Africans and moving to athletics next. Now, South Africa's Bayanda Walaza, the man stormed to victory in the men's 100 meters at the Continental Tour Gold Meeting in Ostrava. Now, the 20-year-old equaled his personal best and recorded his fastest time of 2026, stopping the clock in 9.94 seconds. Now, meanwhile, in the 150-meter sprint, Sinesipho Dambile set a new South African record, finishing second in a time of 14.78 seconds. Well, of course, we've got to continue to celebrate South Africans, and we had them on the couch on Monday. We're talking about the South African men's hockey team, who were back in action at the FIH Nations Cup yesterday, drawing 3-3 with Ireland, and this result secured second place in Pool B and a place in the semi-finals for South Africa. Now, the pool stage action concludes today with Korea taking on Malaysia, while New Zealand face Japan. And Bet Your Bottom Dollar will bring you the latest of all things sport and these results tomorrow morning. But for now, though, a lot of you still wanting to head out on the road safely. So here's the latest when it comes to traffic. All right, for the final edition this morning, let's dive into all the traffic updates. And we're going to start off at Airport Industria in Cape Town. Now, motorists are advised of congestion on the N2 inbound at the M22 Borchards Quarry ramp, and this resulting in slower moving traffic in the area. You can see this from the visuals right now, but a reminder, commuters are advised to practice patience and to allow for extra travel time when heading out on the roads. Now, from the roads to the sky, let's find out one last time what's happening in the world of weather. Now, we're going to start in Polokwane. Now, it looks like the day starts off under mostly sunny skies. Temperatures rise from a low of 9 degrees to a high of 22 degrees for the day. Now, if we look ahead in the coming days, partly sunny skies are dominating, with tomorrow's forecast for rain at 20% with a daytime high of 22 degrees. Over in Klerksdorp next, today brings you mostly sunny skies with passing clouds. Now, the temperatures are starting at a low of 6 degrees and reaching a high of 21 degrees today. Now, in the coming days, it brings mostly sunny skies with cloud cover gradually increasing towards the weekend. From Klerksdorp, we move to Pretoria next. Now, it looks like Wednesday will unfold under some sunny skies in Pretoria. Temperatures ranging between a low of 9 and a high of 20 degrees today. And looking ahead, it looks like you can expect mainly partly cloudy conditions, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging between a low of 8 degrees and a nice cool high of 20 degrees. From Pretoria to Johannesburg, Jersey, looks like the day kicks off under mostly sunny skies. Temperatures starting from a cold 6 degrees, rising to a set high of 17 degrees. Now, looking into the week, you can expect cloudy skies to stick around with daytime highs holding consistently at 17 degrees until Friday. Over in Umbumbela, skies will remain partly cloudy throughout the day. Now, your temperatures are ranging between a low of 12 degrees and a high of 21 degrees for your maximum. And if we look at the days ahead, it brings partly sunny and humid conditions with warming temperatures peaking at and around 22 degrees. We move to Bloemfontein next. We're going inland and it looks like it's mostly sunny skies today. Temperatures rising from a cold 4 degrees to a high of 19 degrees for the day. And looking ahead, tomorrow brings you sunny skies with passing clouds, while temperatures move from a low of 3 degrees to a high of 19 degrees. From inland, we move to the coast and we take it to Richards Bay next. It looks like morning showers are expected to develop across your region. Our temperatures ranging between a cool 16 degrees and a warm 23 degrees today. But looking ahead, cloudy and wet conditions are expected in the coming days, with rain averaging around 38%. Sticking to the coastline and moving to Durban next, it looks like the skies remain cloudy for much of the day in Durbs. The temperatures are rising from a low of 14 degrees and moving up to a high of 23 degrees. Now, tomorrow brings you sunny skies with cloud cover and rain forecast from Friday going into the weekend. So before it does come through, get out and make the most of the good weather. Over in Umtata, the day remains pleasant under partly cloudy skies. Your temperatures are rising from a cold 7 degrees and set to a high of 22 degrees for the day. Now, the outlook remains mostly partly cloudy, with tomorrow's temperatures sitting between a low of 8 degrees and a high of 23 degrees. Now, moving to Nguba next, formerly known as Craddock, morning clouds will give way to a sunny afternoon. So get out there and make the most of it. Temperatures are moving between a low of 4 degrees and a high of 21 degrees today. And the week's outlook remains mainly sunny with lingering clouds and the daytime highs peaking at 21 degrees. Kugompo City is up next, formerly known as East London, and the morning brings light rain before conditions improve. Our temperatures are sitting between a chilly 12 degrees and set to be a high of 21 for your maximum. In the coming days, it looks like partly cloudy conditions persist, with rain forecast for Friday at 45%. Out in GQ Becha, partly cloudy skies will define your day. Temperatures moving between a low of 12 degrees and a high of 20 degrees for your day. And now looking ahead tomorrow, the temperatures range from a low of 13 degrees to a high of 20 degrees. And it looks like cloudy conditions are persisting in the days ahead. From GQ, we move to George up next, and your day remains predominantly sunny. Temperatures range from a low of 10 degrees to a high of 18 degrees. And if we look ahead, you can expect a mix of mostly sunny and cloudy conditions, with temperatures ranging in the high teens to the low 20s. Moving to Cape Teasy up next, and you can expect sunny conditions with persistent winds throughout the day. Now, temperatures are moving between a chilly 12 degrees and a set 17 degrees for your maximum. But as we look ahead over the coming days, you can expect predominantly sunny skies with strong winds forecast for tomorrow. Back off the coastline and mainland into Sutherland, today your skies remain partly cloudy. Our temperatures range from a freezing 5 degrees to a high of only 19 for the day. And sunny conditions are definitely persisting in the coming days, with some clouds at times, while heavy fog is expected on Friday. Out in Kimberley up next, and I know it's always warm out there, the sun-filled skies are continuing to dominate your forecast for today. Now, temperatures rising from a low of 6 degrees to a set high of 22 degrees. Tomorrow brings bright, sunny skies. The daytime highs are sitting at 21 degrees, and thereafter starting off at a low of 5 degrees. Rather chilly start to the morning. Over in Uppies, your Wednesday brings you grey skies with gentle northeasterly winds. Now, temperatures are ranging between a chilly 9 degrees to a warm 26 degrees. And if we look ahead, mainly cloudy conditions define your week. You've got rainy conditions expected to move in from Saturday going into next week, so get out there before the rain comes through. Now, here's the rest of the weather patterns, and before we reveal the sunrise view of this hour, here's how the morning unfolded between 6 and 7 a.m. Now, listen, we started our morning over in Pretoria with Mornay Prinsloo capturing a peaceful golden dawn scene overlooking the quiet neighborhood streets as the day woke up. And then meanwhile, in Gonubi, Kugompo City, Keith Dyer snapped a gorgeous golden view that speaks for itself, overlooking the ocean. And I mean, look at this, just wow, wow, wow all around. Now, finally, for our edition this hour, our sunrise view for the morning comes from Sylvia Raymond in Kraaifontein, Cape Town, who photographed a breathtaking framing shot, stark silhouettes, bare branches under a fading morning sky. Hey, it looks like we've woken up all the artistes in us this morning, and we could not be more grateful. So if you think you can do better, come through now and send us those sunrise views, and we'll do it all again tomorrow morning, and we've got 3 rounds to do it. The number is 0630369649. We'd love to see how you start your day, wherever you are in the country or the world. For the rest of the show, though, I'm going to lean to Carissa to plug us in on what we can look forward to.
And let me tell you, it will not disappoint as we enter to the final hour of your Feel Good Breakfast show. First and foremost, we have to, of course, explore South Africa beyond the talent, which we'll get to in a second. Also, the biodiversity in terms of the fungalness that's happening there. We've got Professor Visagie that's going to stand by and have that conversation with us, and then we get to the good stuff. But Umberto is still here, and we can't wait to sit on the couch with him to find out more about this multi-talented individual, from the makeup to his gorgeous hair, and then, of course, the new music, all about our heart. We'll get into that in just a second.
From life-saving medicines to healthier crops, fungi quietly shapes the world around us in ways most people never realize. Professor Kobus Visagie joins us this morning following his Oppenheimer Memorial Trust New Frontiers Research Award to discuss the launch of the Mufasa project and why South Africa's hidden fungal biodiversity could hold discoveries that benefit future generations. Professor, a very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Now, you think a lot about fungi, which is, you know, for the most part, us as everyday people don't even pay mind to it. What drew you into this world?
I think it was people. So I studied BSc down at Stellenbosch University. And I had amazing lecturers. And if I think back about the lectures that Prof. Alfie Botha and Prof. Karen Jacobs presented to me, they spoke so passionately about fungi that I decided to go and pursue a BSc honors degree in microbiology. The idea originally was to finish my degree and be a microbiologist at South African breweries. But as my project started in Karen Jacobs' lab, she gave me the project to look at Penicillium biodiversity in the fynbos soils. And from that moment, I was immediately intrigued by it.
I was just about to ask you about the Mufasa project and why you believe that this is the right time to take that on.
I think it has to do with technology. So we've seen a technology revolution in the past 5 to 10 years. If we just think about DNA sequencing, it allows us to study fungi more efficiently and more rapidly, identify species more accurately. So that's one aspect. But the more important thing that we want to move towards is understanding the biology of these fungi. So what do they do? And so the biggest technology advancement in that regard has been genome sequencing. A genome is essentially a code or a recipe book for every organism on Earth that tells it this is its capabilities, this is how you work, this is the compounds you eat. And for us to sequence genomes for every South African species will allow us the opportunity to understand the biology of these organisms at a depth that just hasn't been possible before.
When we, everyday South Africans, think about fungi, we just think mushrooms or whatever the case is. What would you say is the one thing that fungi does every day that would take a lot of South Africans by surprise?
It really is true that when people hear fungi, they think about mushrooms. If you type fungi on your phone, it will probably suggest Amanita muscaria mushroom as an emoji. The best example of that is probably penicillin, the antibiotic. So this is produced by a fungus called Penicillium rubens. Now, the interesting story about that, or how the story goes, is that Alexander Fleming returned from a holiday back to his laboratory in London and noticed that one of his bacterial cultures got contaminated by this fungus and that it suppressed the growth of bacteria. So it produced a compound that bacteria could not live with. And that compound, of course, became penicillin, the antibiotic. The really interesting story is that until the 1940s, we weren't able to treat bacterial infections at all.
Only 1940s?
Only 1940s. And so the big drive came from Hart Florey and his group in the UK to try and purify it firstly, and then together with US researchers figured out how to produce this compound in mass production. And because of that, it saved millions of people's lives. And even during the Second World War, it had a massive impact on the outcome of the war because the US and English soldiers were treated much more quickly against bacterial infections and got back to the battlefield.
And changing medicine forever.
Exactly.
I mean, you've briefly touched on, you know, the Mufasa project and what you hope to uncover with this research. And at the heart of it, you've also encouraged young people to be a part of it. Why was that important for you?
It's really a passion of mine to tell people about the wonders of fungi.
Yeah.
So I teach first-year microbiology students at the University of Pretoria, and my whole focus in the introductory mycology is to tell them how amazing fungi is so that they walk out into the world and can actually start seeing where fungi impact their daily lives. And so when we were developing the Mufasa project, we thought, why not do that at an earlier stage? So we will visit schools in major cities across South Africa, and tell them about fungi and how it impacts them in their daily lives.
Just lastly, Kobus, I have to ask about this incredible recognition that you received for the work that you've put in this research. Tell us all about it and what impact you hope it has for the greater study, the community, and just generally young people and the world.
It was incredibly humbling when I received the news that I will receive this award. It's really difficult to find funding to do this type of basic research, even though it's incredibly important for next phases. So we typically talk about basic research. That's what Mufasa essentially is, but you need that basic research to get to the applied aspects. And so the foundations that will build within the project, the collections and the other research data associated with these fungi will unlock opportunities for other researchers to bring their skills to the table.
Thank you so much for joining us here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and best of luck on this continued journey of studying fungi and allowing us to get into your world, because I learned something new. Certainly, I'm pretty sure a lot of our Expresso family has learned something new today. So once again, thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, it's a reminder that some of the world's most important discoveries may still be hiding in plain sight. We look forward to following the Mufasa project and the remarkable insights it may uncover about South Africa's natural world.
Hey, and of course, thank you so much, Cool here. We are still in winter and still asking for every reason to be warmed up. So let's get you covered. Winter has us reaching for extra blankets, warmer clothes, and comfort food. But we're not the only ones feeling the chill. Let's be honest, the colder months can have a surprising impact on our pets too, affecting everything from their activity levels to their overall health and well-being. Now, we are going to be joined by team leader at Blue Route Mall Absolute Pets, Jody Geldenes, to share some simple ways to help keep our furry family members happy, healthy, and warm all season long. So, Jody, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing? You got a t-shirt on, so you're not too cold, right?
No, it's not. I'm actually very warm. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, but you got pets at home, right? How many do you have?
I've got 4 dogs.
Ooh!
Yes.
And with winter, are they starting to grow like a little bit extra fur? Is there a little bit change
it's a
happening?
lot of brushing, eh?
Yeah?
It's a collie, a German Shepherd at home. You have to brush them continuously every single day.
Lots
I
of
mean, with the
grooming.
German Shepherd, you're getting that double coat. And with my collie, she's got a bit of a fluffy coat as well. So a lot of hair comes off. Sometimes I can just wipe my hands over it and it comes off. It's all over.
Bro, I was laughing yesterday because I have 2 huskies as well. They have so much fur. I don't know why my husky was sleeping next to the gate. And the gate rolled over his tail, and I just saw all this hair stuck on the gate's
crazy.
He's all good, he's all fine, but listen, obviously being in the thick of winter, what does the season mean for our pets with regards to you being a pet parent? Obviously, you mentioned more grooming for me. It means more like combing and more attention, but also there's different ways to stimulate them, right? We can't just always go out for a walk because it might be raining, or it might, like the weather might just not play suit. What else do you have in terms of stimulating our pets, especially in winter?
Okay, so when it comes to your pet's day-to-day living, you know, you'll notice some changes.
Yes.
They'll be laying around a little bit more on the cold, rainy days. It's very cold, you know, so they just want to stay indoors.
Like
they don't want to
cuddling
get
up,
up.
yeah, in that ball or something, yeah,
So
I
they're
noticed
just staying
that.
indoors. And when you want to take them outside, you have to take them for some exercise as well. So you have to get them stimulated, get them moving, you know. And main concern why you got to take them for exercise is weight gain. Weight gain is something which is really big during the winter times.
Okay.
Because they stay sleeping more.
You're talking
They're
about
indoors.
the pets, eh? Not us, right?
Yes. No, even with us. Sometimes we don't even want to get up in the morning.
Yeah,
so, you know,
yeah.
it's very difficult. So we do encourage the pet parents. Do take your dogs out for a walk. Do take your cats even. You know, we sell leashes as well. We got leashes. We got with a harness as well. And you can take them for walks. A lot of the cats like to go up.
And something I'm also learning, and correct me if I'm wrong here, like we don't always have to just take our dog out for a walk. I've noticed that my dogs sometimes just want stimulation. So someone introduced me to this thing called a sniffari, where you don't necessarily walk for far, but you just take them out, let them sniff around, or if you don't have the opportunity to take them out, just play a game with them, and that'll give them the stimulation. Do you find your pets also enjoy these moments?
Yes, they do. They love it, yeah. But what I would get for them, you know, so at Absolute Pets, we have toys and stuff that is a vast range of toys. For cats, for dogs, even for your little bunnies, for the birds and all of that. But they have a lot of, how can I say? So they've got different features, okay?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to have too many, as long as they have some which is nice and interactive. But, you know, I've got some that I brought along with me.
Hey,
Let
come
me
on
show
now.
you
Listen,
guys.
I was going to
Let
say
me
the
show
same
you
thing. We
some.
can't be like talking about animals and not have an animal here to really
Yes,
show it
this
off.
is
And,
my exciting part.
neither of us are. You got anything else? You got
I'm
anything
very
special?
excited about this because I love it when customers ask me about
Yeah?
this. Yeah. So I'm going to start off with the first one.
Ooh, and I'm getting excited. What do you got in the
Let's
bag?
start off with the cat toy. So one of our favorite cat toys that a lot of cat parents get is the feather teaser. So with this one, you know, it's a chase. Your cat will grab it, jump with it. Plus, what's nice with this is your cat gets to interact. You and your cat get to interact
with each
together.
other.
Yes, which is fun. And they love that. You know, you're bonding at the same time.
But also you could, like, I'd imagine if you don't really want to, you could just chill on the couch, watch TV, and then, like, flick your hand around there. Like,
you could just be
multitasking.
chilling.
It looks so easy as well.
When I looked after my brother's cats, I was just doing this.
You just doing your thing.
Just sitting there while I was eating my food.
And my brother's like, yo, you're the best house sitter ever. Right, Tony, what else you got in the bag there, man? Let's keep showing it off. I love that. So
shouldn't I put this over here?
We got the cat toys for sure.
One of these are one of my favorites. Because when you're playing with your dog especially, this is a tug toy. So this is also interaction between you and your dog, plus you're getting that mental stimulation as well. And they love that, you know, that play, that tug of war. So when I'm playing with my boy Odin, he loves this. But very important, to make sure to put tug toys away, the ones with ropes, because you don't want them playing and picking it out. So always pack it away. Something very
Absolutely, and I
important to
love
know.
the fact that you've got like extra tugs
Yes.
and tags on the ball, so they don't necessarily have to chow the ball and pop it, and then the game's
Yes,
over.
exactly.
There's endless fun there.
But
Because
it's a
I know a
tough
couple
ball.
pups that will just pop, and then, oh, what's next?
That will just
Love
pop
it, man. Anything else in the bag
Yes.
before we show off the rest?
So I've got 3 different variations of a chew, treat, and challenge toy.
Oh, I'm telling you, all the dogs watching right now are like, I want my
Come
mom.
with the goodies, eh? Dogs are going to be so excited. This is a carrot toy. You can put little sticks of treats in here, like the Droevols as well. And then this is one of our dental spike treats. So these spikes on here are actually edible. And you do get refills for these, which
No
we do stock.
ways.
And you can always get them and screw them back in. Plus you can put peanut butter, you can put stuff on the inside. The dog will have a lot of fun. Plus you can use it as a ball.
Okay, dude,
So
I
this
might
is
just
a-
be taking that home with me.
This is a multi-purpose
That is
toy.
awesome,
Yes.
yeah. And lastly?
Lastly, this is the mushroom, one of my favorites. I always struggle a bit to get it off because it actually screws off. So on the inside, there's a holder. The top of the mushroom comes out. You're able to put peanut butter or anything in. This can also be used in the summer times
Brilliant.
for frozen treats. And yeah, it's lekker.
I think you're struggling there, Jody, because it's dog-proof.
It's dog-proof. It's meant to be tough. There you go.
Well, listen, speaking of dogs, I see an incredible dog in the silent over here. I'm going to ask you to introduce who is the superstar. We got Tonya over here, who is bringing in. Who is this cute one? Tony, how are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Who you got with you?
So this is Archie.
Archie, can I say hello? Hello, Archie. Oh, you little cutie. Oh, Archie's amazing. And it's Archie showing off some cool outfits here. What is this?
He is. So Archie's wearing one of our new Ollie and Max sweaters. So super soft and snuggly for winter. All our sweaters have adjustable button snaps, so super easy to put
Amazing,
on and
yeah.
off. And then our full range of Ollie and Max clothing has the added bonus of a leash slit. So as you can see here,
Oh, that's
so Archie
clever.
can keep his jersey on when we go for our winter walks.
And easily clip it on and off.
Very easy.
Brilliant.
And then I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh, it's matching.
Matchy.
No ways. Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
Yeah, so we did a limited edition drop of matching human and pet sweaters for this winter. Come, Baba.
Archie's already ready for the walk.
Yeah. And so, yeah, Absolute Pets is going to keep you stylish this winter for your walks.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I love it.
And as you can see here, we've got everything to keep you sorted for winter at Absolute Pets. So we've got some great cable sweaters, normal sweaters, some great South African supporters.
Perfect timing for the World Cup. I love it.
And then very cute, we've got another matching set. It's our I Love My Dog beanie for our pet parents.
And for winter,
with the
of course,
matching
yep.
I Love My Human.
Guys, I need to start flexing on my Instagram. I'm gonna get these outfits with my dogs just to start showing off.
Yeah.
You look incredible, Tonya. And I've seen we've got colors, we've got options.
Yep.
Wow.
So we've got the blue, then we've got the grey melange, we've also got a pink, and then all the matching. And then obviously winter wouldn't be winter without great beds and blankets. So super soft and to keep your pet warm. So everything, yeah, you can get in store or online at
I love the
Absolute Pets.
colors, I love the sizes, I love the options for the feel. So no matter what animal you have, they are pretty much sorted. Antonia, Jody, thank you so much, especially for bringing Archie through. I think he's just showed off the coolest look of the day. Everybody's going to want this, and I can hear all the dogs in the background. I can hear them on the TV. Oh, we want to look like Arch. So Arch, thanks for showing that off, and obviously Mzansi, whether it's staying active indoors, supporting joint health, upgrading their sleeping space, or finding their perfect winter outfit. I think a few small changes can make a big difference to your pet's comfort this season. I mean, ask Archie, look how good he looks, right? So for more advice and to explore their full range of winter essentials, why not visit your nearest Absolute Pets store or shop online on absolutepets.com. All right, I'm going to keep looking at this while you stay in line for entertainment coming your way, Mzansi, and it just gets better and better after this. See you soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I know we warned you before, but I'm going to tell you again that Father's Day is around the corner, but also the perfect time to celebrate the dads and father figures who love firing up their bride.
Now listen, whether he's a weekend griller or maybe he's the true master of the coals, Woolworths has a range of thoughtful gifts to elevate his bride game. Now here are some of our favorite bride gifts for the bride master dad out there.
Okay.
And listen up, these are absolutely worthy of not just for dad, but I think for any bride master out there who wants to own the bride game.
That's true. Well, you said bride master. Now I have to ask you, honestly, in front of the whole nation, are you a self-proclaimed bride master?
I actually am, man. Listen, I actually
was.
just showed off my skills this weekend. There was a lot of pressure. I had some of the fam over, but we delivered.
Oh,
we
love to
showed up.
see
I didn't
it.
have all the essentials that I needed, but looking at this, I think if I had them, it would have been a walk in the park, right? Especially when you have the right tools for the occasion. And I mean, that's something I'm celebrating right now, especially when you look at Jan Bry's tongs.
The best of the best.
It's not just the fact that they're tongs, but this is very important. You don't want to be using the same tongs that you mess around with the coals with and then put that on the food.
No, but it adds the flavor, though.
Yeah, but listen, if you're a real bride master like me, you know there's a difference. So that's why you want to have one for the fire and one for the
coals.
meat. Exclusivity is key. That's how you elevate your game, right?
Okay, I'm not mad at that idea because my dad knows how to braise super well, and I think that he could definitely add some more tools to his list right now. One thing that I feel like he should own, I'm going to give him an upgrade on the grid.
Oh, yeah, but it's not just any grid, right? And this is a grid that
Look at
has
it.
an ability to not allow anything to fall off the sides, right? So it's got that lining on the outside. Caged in. So you can get thick steaks in there. You can spatchcock a chicken. You can do crazy stuff with a grill like that. And I think that's where it really starts. Now, think about this. After you take in something like a big steak of the grill, right, you got to slice that thing up.
I mean, come
And
on.
you're going to need a nice knife to do exactly that. So another present that will go major wow is the fact that you can show off the slice of that good braai with this baby over here. I love it.
It is absolutely gorgeous and definitely sharp, so I'm going to put that down. I don't want to get my hands cut up by any chance. You also have the steak knives to go along with it, but one that I like because I love aesthetics, the salt and pepper.
Yeah, these
I'm
are
so
amazing.
here for it. It's the fact that it's you going from up here and then the whole steak is looking
And your
tasting
guests
good.
are looking at this thing and
Come
going, hang on,
on.
does this match your oak floors and the oak feature on your wall?
It
Attention to
happens to.
detail?
It does. It happens to just match.
I'm just picturing my moment right now. I've got my braai glove in my hand.
Ooh.
I'm delicately just picking up the potjie pot,
Oh my God.
smelling that good stuff, just sending it to my guests.
What
just so
kind
that
of
they know.
potjie? What kind of potjie you got there?
Oh, we're going with the oxtail. This thing has been going for 12 hours since yesterday, and it's still not ready because perfection takes time, and that's why we got nothing but perfect items to make it all happen.
Okay, so here's one thing that our dads don't often think about because they're just using the lappy that they had from 1962. It's this. So we have to make sure our surfaces are clean, our hands are clean, and continue with that Jan Braai special of just, he thought ahead. He thought ahead.
Yeah, and I know, like, every braai master needs help in this department because they're always just putting it on
Wiping
themselves. You see it on their
wherever. They're licking their
T-shirts, on the
fingers.
table. No more. We're going to look good while we are performing in the braai, or on the braai, or on the bai. It doesn't matter. You're absolutely sorted for it as well. There's a lot of options here, and we haven't even spoken about the stuff that gives us the flavor. Obviously, we've got some marinade that can go with any of these options. I mean, the barbecue marinade alone is something that you can put on chicken, you can put on steak, and it goes with so much. I think we should definitely put this to the test.
Okay, so this is what I was going to surprise you a little bit later on. I'm usually the side girly, you know this, Mzansi. This time around, Raul's going to be the side boy. He's going to make sure that all of our sides are delicious, and then I'm going to try my hand at being a braai master.
Ooh, I love it.
And I will be using the steak rub, the salt and pepper. We've got delicious sides coming our way, and definitely the meat that needs to be cooked.
I know, should we be scared or excited? You get to find out after this, Mzansi.
I got to cook for a family now.
But listen, a great braai starts with great gear. And this Father's Day, you can spoil the braai master in your life with Woolworths' range of cookware, tools, and fire essentials. Plus, it gets even better. You can get 20% off braai items until the 21st of June 2026. Now, you can shop this offer and more in store, online, and of course on the Woolies app. And the T's and C's to apply and can be found on woolworths.co.za.
Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And right now we've got to tick that entertainment box in Mzansi. Now for 2 decades, Willem Botha has continued just to reinvent himself as a singer, entrepreneur, makeup artist, educator, and photographer. Now with new music on the way, a growing beauty empire, which we love to see, and international recognition, which we've been waiting for his creative work. He joins us to reflect on the journey and also what is next. But first, before we get to know the gorgy man, let's step right into Hallo My Hart.
Ek kan onthou jy my liefhet, hallo my hart. Jy was die deel van my wat ek vergeet. Ek kom staan weer na my as en teen my wang. Skryf stuur jou naam in elke nuwe plan. Hallo my hart. Ek kan onthou jy my liefhet.
I mean, come on. It goes without saying that we've got to give him a feel-good welcome, everybody. Come on, Willem.
It's so good to be back.
It's
Thanks
so
for
good
having
to have
me.
you back. Okay, so this year marks a big year. 20 years of you stepping into this space and 20 years of us knowing you and loving you as well. You broke through into the public eye, and that was a big one as well, national level. So when you reflect on the past 2 decades, I mean, what are those moments for you that really stand out?
Well, I must say first, when you say 20 years, it doesn't sound that long. When you say 2 decades, it sounds a
Longer.
lifetime. Yeah, so we just spoke earlier. I was here on the first season of Expresso 16 years ago, 2010. But just reflecting and building relationships, what I've learned, especially this last week, doing all the interviews, all the media for the new song, every set that you walk on, you've walked a journey with that people, and the relationships that I've built, the people that I met along the way, people who believed in my dream when I sometimes even didn't. Yeah, I think it's very, very special. And to be here today, 20 years later, still doing what I love is such a privilege.
And expanding in so many different ways, which we love to see, because they talk to you about music, but not the business of music that goes behind it. Like you said, relationships and having more than one stream coming in at the same time, which we'll get to in just a little bit. But can we talk about the song? I mean, the visuals are so incredibly good, but what inspired you to put pen to paper, and also why now?
My whole career, I've loved the whole concept of songwriting. Always, all the singles that I've released, I've always had a part in it, or I wrote it myself. So 2 years ago, I came up with this concept, and I always have notes on my phone. So I just literally wrote it down, recorded some voice demos or memos on my phone, and this title, Hallo My Hart, just kept popping up in my head. So when we started writing this song, I thought, okay, let's go with this. It's amazing. It's about a relationship, obviously, but sometimes how you take things for granted, not saying I love you or I appreciate you or I see you. So yeah, it was quite special being back in studio. I worked with a lot of my friends in the industry, from the producing of the song, the backing vocals, the guitarists. Floors was on it, Franja produced the song, Gerduan shot the music video. So the whole project was absolute joy from the beginning.
And a collaboration.
A collaboration,
Oh,
totally.
we love to see that as well.
Yeah.
So let's get into the different avenues and branches of who Willem is, because there is music, there's beauty, there's education, there's photography. It just keeps going. So how do you sort of balance all of these, and do they feed into each other?
Luckily, they're all in the entertainment industry, but since the beginning, I always thought of myself as more of a businessman than an artist. And it's quite interesting because everything I do is in the art and creating. 4 years ago, we developed our own product range called Willem Botha Beauty, the makeup range. And today, still doing all the different stuff, having the photo shoots. About a week ago, they flew in the winner of Miss Supranational from Brazil.
Casual.
To do it, and I was like, it blew my mind standing there next to her, doing the photo shoots. It was just incredible. So I love doing the different things because then I don't get bored of any of them.
Okay, Makeup Masterclass, speaking about education and bringing makeup together. Let's talk about that as well, because it also seems like you're not just doing it for you, but you're also encouraging those around you that, you know, you can pick up a tool and do this for yourself. Multiple countries too?
Yes, so we've been very fortunate to do it overseas as well as local, and I've been doing it now for 5 years in South Africa.
Wow.
It's incredible. It's such a fun day of celebrating women and just teaching whatever I learned over the last few years, because I didn't go to beauty school, I didn't study this. I literally started doing makeup because I couldn't afford makeup artists.
Wow.
So I taught myself, I practiced on all my friends before they went out on a night.
I'm sure they love that.
Yeah. Well, in the beginning, luckily the clubs, the lighting is
dark.
dodgy. So in the beginning it wasn't good at all. But just doing this and celebrating women is so important to me. And I think that's also the slogan of our company, Let the Beauty in You Begin, with Willem Botha Beauty, is just to let women see the power when they see themselves in the makeup, in the mirror.
Let the beauty
in you begin.
In you begin.
Yeah, and it's so ironic because obviously makeup is about the exterior, but I think if you feel good on the outside, the better
inside
you.
matches.
Yes.
Come on, if you feel good, you look good. If you look good, you feel good.
Absolutely.
They go hand in hand as well. So talk to us about your global domination.
Never in my life, listen, I've always said I would love if my work takes me around the world. But earlier this year, I went to Mrs. World, where I did makeup there for a week in Las Vegas. I've done a couple of photo shoots in New York and Italy. Next week, I'm going to Mauritius for a masterclass.
With you.
I know,
my
right?
Goodness.
Even when I say it out loud, it sounds surreal. So I know how fortunate I am, and I'm just soaking up every moment because, like I said earlier, doing this still after 20 years, I know how special it is that I get to do this every day. So I'm just taking it all in.
But Willem, that's the work that you put in. You've got legs in the game. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's about that consistency. It's about also having something behind just the words. You're not just talking, you're doing as well. And we love to see it. You're not putting all your eggs in one basket.
You can't.
Okay, let's talk about the hair though.
Yeah.
Because the people have spoken. They want to know how.
Listen.
It's perfect.
Tink you so much.
What are we doing?
I literally, last night, because I flew in late last night, and I thought to myself, okay, tomorrow morning, because I'm one of those, I'm rather going to sleep later 10 minutes than wake up earlier.
Yeah.
So this morning, I thought last night I'm coming with a man bun today because it's way too early to do hair. And then this morning when I woke up, I thought, Cape Town is serving. Cape Town is...
you are serving. He literally said, I woke up like this.
I know it's so cliche. The last time I was here was with Taryn, and she came out with a full face, and she said, I woke up like this. So this morning,
I believe that.
I woke up like this.
Oh, and you look so fantastic. We can't wait for you to sing for us as well. Hello, Mehart, and hello to Willem as well. Right now, we're going to get into the kitchen and do a bit of braaiing, and then we get back to the music.
Yeah, we've heated things up already with our artists, so we're going to keep the heat out here in the kitchen right now and then go back to the heat thereafter. But listen, whether you're a dad or a father figure and you're maybe even just a weekend braaier or the undisputed braai master, no matter what, this Father's Day feast has something for everyone. Now, with Woolworth's delicious range of braai favorites and ready-made sides, creating a memorable celebration has never been easier. So today, we're going to be putting together the ultimate Father's Day braai feast using some of our favorite Woolies picks. I think this is perfect for spoiling the special father figures in our lives. And Carissa's here to be the braai master. Yeah.
Okay, so first and foremost, do I need my gloves?
You don't actually. I mean, that's maybe just for like lifting grills and big things. So I don't think you need it here.
I was excited.
Have you ever like worked fire or grill at all?
So sometimes when my man puts it on and then he goes inside and then maybe I'll move the sausage a little.
You just move it as like we did this.
Just to say that we did this as a couple.
I see you. But now the real test is, can we handle a steak on our own?
That's true.
Okay. Do you have any like experience on steaks?
Only on a pan.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and I really like it medium, but right now in my condition, I can't have medium steak. So I'm cooking for other people, and I'm gonna use the steak rub, garlic, coriander, mustard, paprika. Gonna put a little bit of
I gotta say, there's so many cool ways that you can make steak. I've used this marinated braai original barbecue sauce from Woolworths on my steaks actually, and I use it as a tenderizer.
Ooh.
So get this, you take it out the fridge, you pop some of this on in a bowl, and you leave it for like a couple hours. Like do it like at lunchtime. You don't have to do it now, but you can.
Ooh, smell that. That's good.
Oh, it's so good. And literally, it tenderizes the meat. And once you put it on the grill, oh, the flavor's absorbing into it.
Ooh,
it's got such a
yummy.
beautiful a moment. And
So
it's
do I
something
put it on before now or baste it as I go?
You know what? Let's try something different. Why don't you just experiment while you're here? Do one before, leave one clean, and then you can baste it after.
You're right. I'm
And
going
just
to do
see,
one
because
at a time.
honestly, there's no right or wrong way. And you're going to get some chefs in here saying, you've got to do it like this, and you've got to do it like
Don't
this.
come for me.
I promise you, I've tried every version of a steak, and all of them come out with something positive to celebrate.
That's
so whether
true.
you're searing it and then baking it, whether you're charring it on the grill, whether you're basting it, it doesn't matter, as long as you just keep an eye on it and pay attention. Did you hear that? Listen to this.
Sizzle my nizzle.
Oh, man, that
That's
is the
nice.
start of a good occasion right there. Now, this is that sort of moment where if you can, you know what I always do?
Tell me.
Especially on a grill, you can kind of feel how hot the grill is and how high your steak needs to be based on the coals.
Okay.
So, like, if your hand can be there for 3 seconds, then it's not hot enough, right? Then you want to
Oopsie.
kind of like lower it. If it's there for like 3 seconds and it's like, that's scorching hot,
Then
maybe
it's
you
the
also
right
want to,
temp.
it's either right or you want to bring it a little bit higher. Because obviously you can't always tell the temperature of the coals.
My dad puts his hand in the fire.
if his hand burns, you know it's
Then
hot.
you know it's hot.
Listen, do not try that at home. Don't listen to that advice. Absolutely not. And if you are going to be handling anything hot, then again, where's our braai gloves?
We
Here
are
go.
braai gloves.
These leather braai gloves over here are incredible, right? So you
Yeah.
pop these on your hand. I use these not only for the
Professional.
grill, but also for the indoor fire. Like I literally grab a log and I pop it on the fire on the indoor fireplace. and I'm like,
gosh.
hey, that's
You
perfect.
feel nothing.
Yeah, you feel nothing at all. So it really allows you to place the log perfectly. You don't get the stack, getting it aerated and getting that proper burn quality. If you're a
Right.
braai master, you'll know why these things are important.
Also, we're waiting for that invitation from the hot tub to the indoor braai to the tiki bar.
We're getting there.
I mean,
I'm looking for a braai master I can hire for the day, so this is your real test.
Let me prove my skills then. You are on sides duty.
I am.
So what have you got going there?
I can tell you what I do have is no stress. That's what I have. And
I love that
especially when
for
you
you.
are preparing a braai, if you like a couple, you're doing it on your own. The meat alone is something to worry about that you sometimes forget about the sides. And you're often asking your guests, say, bring something over. You don't have to worry about that at all. Why? Because I got the size right here. And you can even be a guest that brings it if you want to. So I'm going to show you just how easy it is to put this together. I'm going to start with a classic Greek salad over here.
Oh, lovely.
Literally, I just rip off the seal and voila. That goes into the bowl. We've got all the fresh ingredients ready to go. You can kind of get creative with it and mix it up or zhuzh it up if you like.
Sure.
But how cool is this? We've got fresh feta in the packet that's ready to be placed on this however you want. I'm going to chuck a whole
You
lot
know
on
I
here.
love me some cheese.
Yeah, more feta, more better.
Exactly.
And then, how cool is this? We've got a lovely sauce to go. Nice perforation on the side there. And then as soon as the guests are around, you can just show off with that drizz right in front of them. Easy as that. And then for my second side, it gets even easier. I don't have to do anything other than take it out of the bowl. Well, sorry, take it out of the packaging and place it in a bowl. I love this version, yeah. So this is like a premium version of the potato salad, the country style. It's got like red onions on it as well, and some pickles, gherkins, creamy mayo. It's just perfect for the
That's
occasion.
fancy.
Right, how are you looking on the steak side?
You know what? I'm going to try to flip it. Let's see what's on the other side.
Ooh, it's nice. It's nice.
It should be a little bit hotter, I feel.
think you are spot on.
Okay.
These coals could definitely be a bit
Turn
hotter.
up the heat.
So this has nothing to do with you. This is just the fact that the coals aren't ready yet.
Thank you
right?
for confirming
so
that.
you're still a great braai master. And again, even if you have slow burning coals, you can just keep it for longer. There's nothing with slower. The longer, the better. But more snacks is what I want to talk about because more easy, more better, more convenience for me to enjoy my moments at the braai.
Me, I'm here by the garlic bread.
I was going to ask you, what's your favorite? Garlic bread?
You can't have a braai without a garlic bread.
That's true,
I've
right?
never had a bad garlic bread in my life.
I think it's essential to have garlic bread, but to elevate a braai, you got to start off with a starter like this. You got to have it on meal on the corn on the cob.
Yes.
It's such a thing internationally in South Africa. We love it. We grill it like it's meat because we love to grill everything, and it just pairs so perfectly. This over here, the fritters. Have you had these?
No.
They are so soft. They're
Pumpkin
so
fritters.
easy. Yeah, made from pumpkin. You can pop them in the air fryer as well if you don't want to do anything else. It's ready in just a couple minutes. And with all these snacks,
And the wors.
you've got every reason to become the braai master if you haven't already. And we've got options to chow down on all of this good stuff and celebrate with your guests. You've got a braai master here. We've got the goods to go. So what are you waiting for, Mzansi? We've been inspired. Now, when it comes to what makes a great great braai for us, there are no bad ideas as long as it makes something great, and that making it great is something that comes from Woolworths. So you can shop your Father's Day braai essentials in store, online, and of course on the app. And I don't think it comes with the braai master. You got to find it on your own.
You got to pay for this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, for the final time this morning, welcome back.
Yeah, taking to the stage right now is Willem Botha to perform a song called Hallo My Hart. Enjoy him, Zanzi.
Good morning, South Africa. Finishing up today's show, I will be ending with my brand new single called Hallo My Hart. Go have a look on YouTube and stream it on all platforms. Let's go.
Jy staan daar in my deurkusyn, saftig glimlach aan haar pyn, jou hand gly oor my fotoraam, vra my stil, onthou jy nog my naam? Al die planne op my muur, kry se deur waar jy verdwyn het vroeër. Ek lag te hard op praat te vinnig, maar my hart klop steeds vir jou, al is jy skuldig. Jy sê jy sê vir net 'n koffie, ek hoor het is alleen en jy bly nog lief. Jou smaal is sag, maar jou oë skree, en skielik sien ek net weer ons twee. Hallo my hart, ek kan onthou wat jy my lief het. Hallo my hart, jy was die deel van my wat ek vergeet. Ek kom staan weer na my as om teen my van. Skryf neer jou naam in elke nieuwe plan. Hallo my hart, ek kan onthou wat jy my lief het. Ek sê ek sterk, ek sê dis goed, my raak in my hand, ek voel nog 4 van my wat ek vergeet. Ek kom staan weer naby asem teen my wang. Skryf neer jou naam in elke nuwe plan. Hallo my hart, ek kan onthou wat jy my lief het. Ja, ek onthou, ek onthou. Jy my lief het.
Another feel-good production.
Hallo my hart, ek kan onthou jy my lief het. Hallo my hart, jy was die deel van my wat ek vergeet. Ek kom staan weer na my asem teen my wang. Skryf neer jou naam in elke nuwe plan.